into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Hang on. Did someone just say it's Friday?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. It is. It really is Friday.
Friday.
We cannot wait to, I think, kickstart the weekend officially. But unless we forget, it was a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you. Listen, Graham, I'm still recovering, but we're here because it is Friday and we've got to usher in the weekend together. So
I love it, man, and it's a big weekend. Of course, we're going to be concentrating on all sorts of cool things heading into the weekend. Namely, of course, we have got the rugby coming up, and we'll, I think, really delve into that conversation. It's going to be such a joy. I think for me, I've got a lot of kids stuff coming up this weekend. My son's playing in his second competitive rugby game.
Oh my
And I say that loosely because he's only kind of 7 years old. So it's kind of a version of rugby, but it's the right kind of thing to get us inspired for the
you put
box
pressure
tomorrow.
on him at 7 years old?
Not at all.
Oh, that's very cute. Well, good morning, Zanella. You're looking gorgeous. And can I tell you one thing? We're twinning today, girl.
Good morning, babies. And oh my goodness, Carissa, for me to be twinning with a 21-year-old, it means I must be doing something right. You know what I mean?
That just means you're on trend. Come on.
Exactly, babe. Carissa and my Graham, how are you guys doing? I feel like we've got such a big weekend ahead of us because it's literally right before we get into the months. You know, September, October, you know, the very big days in South Africa where we're just celebrating and we're going in with a huge match, right?
So is that, have you given us the answer then to this particular question? What's the peak of the week for you? What is going to be the major high point?
Oh, well, 100% the fact that we as South Africa will be united again by our absolute faves. I think definitely. Also, a very big peak for me, celebrating Carissa. Yesterday was amazing. It was just such a beautiful time. So definitely a peak for me. What about you guys, my loves?
Oh, man, it's been such a crazy week for me work-wise, but I agree with you. The magic has kicked in now. We can feel it building up towards the end of the year. Absolutely awesome, man. But I've got to say, to add to what Zanella said, it's been so cool having you join our team. It's kind of been like the highlight of this stanza of the show. It really has been so awesome. So it's so cool that we get to have this celebration with you, man. You're an absolute legend in the making. No, you are, man. I make you cry every day. It's not really different. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing weekend, I think, all round.
I feel like a winner. I feel like, honestly, we're going to take this tomorrow, and I can't wait. I'm sending so much good vibes into Jersey. What do you think the prediction's going to be, Zanele?
Ooh, we're going to win.
That's perfect.
21-13.
Ooh,
Quote
I
me.
like that.
Okay, everybody, quote me. That's me, 100%. Yeah, what about you guys?
21-13 is a little too close for comfort, but I'll take it. I'll take it. This is at Ellis Park. Actually, the All Blacks like Ellis Park, believe it or not. They're not quite at altitude, but it's still pretty high. It's not quite as high as Pretoria, but I think it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to go with a slightly bigger margin, though. These Springboks, they love to run. We've got some exciting new young players looking to still put their hand up. I think we're going to push into the 30s there, but it might still be a little too close for comfort.
I agree. It's going to be such an exciting game, and we hope that your eyes will definitely be on your screens and nowhere else. Just make sure that you get in touch with us with your score predictions as we get into this Friday. And we're telling you right now, no slander when it comes to our boys, all right?
All right, and if you want to connect with us and let us know how you're feeling about this incredible matchup, a new look All Black side under Scotty Robinson, and of course, so many youngsters, no locks on the field, it sounds like, at all. So many questions. What are your predictions? How are you feeling about the game? 0634088863 is the number. I think I might have just been giving out one of my mates' numbers. But please drop us a voice note. Hit us up on the socials. We'd love to start the conversation with you right now. And in fact, we're going to give you a few more talking points, and I'm going to touch on some of those sporting headlines as we kickstart the show officially.
Thank you so much, G-Man. 4 minutes after 6. Let's get into your first bit of Friday news. And we get into national news first, where the Department of Health urges parents and caregivers to ensure children are up to date with vaccinations to prevent serious diseases. Now, this comes amid rising rubella cases, also known as German measles, in Gauteng, Western and Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. While rubella is usually mild in children and adults, it can severely impact pregnant women and their unborn babies, leading to congenital rubella syndrome. Now, suspected cases should be reported to the nearest health facility or provider, who will inform the Department of Health. The governments of Zimbabwe and South Africa are still determining the immigration status of the victims of the recent bus crash near Makhado in Limpopo. The crash, which claimed 10 lives, including a toddler, occurred when the bus driver lost control while traveling from Zimbabwe to Johannesburg. Deputy Minister of Transport Mkhuleko Hlengwa visited the crash site and survivors at Louis Trichardt Memorial Hospital. Perry noted the legality of their entry into South Africa and will be part of a comprehensive investigation, as the hospital indicated they lacked documentation. Taking a look at your international news, Nigeria has announced a memorandum of understanding with Boeing to boost Nigerian Airlines access to new aircraft leasing and maintenance support. Boeing, which supplies 500 airplanes to 60 airlines across Africa, anticipates the continent will need 1,170 planes in the next 20 years. Now, the memorandum, signed in Seattle by Nigerian Aviation Minister and Boeing executives, includes planning workshops, training, technical support, and assessments for Nigerian Airlines. Additionally, Boeing's airports engineering team will consult on expanding airport capabilities and developing local aircraft maintenance facilities in Nigeria. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida called an emergency cabinet meeting to address Typhoon Shanshan, which struck Kyushu Island yesterday with winds reaching 252 kilometers per hour. This is Japan's strongest typhoon in decades. The storm has caused at least 4 deaths so far, 1 missing person, and injured 45 people. Over 5 million people were evacuated, and major factories like Toyota, Nissan, and Honda halted operations. For more than 200,000 households are also without electricity. The typhoon is expected to impact central and eastern Japan, including Tokyo, over the weekend. Now we close off your 6 o'clock news with this story. The Durban, Virginia Air Show, winners of 2023's Air Show of the Year, boasts a 57-year legacy of thrilling spectators with breathtaking aerial acrobatics. This year's event, which takes place tomorrow, promises to be unforgettable, featuring the South African Air Force 5-time aerobatics champion Patrick Davidson, the marksmen aerobatic team, and the incredible Juba Joubert with his aerobatic helicopter display. Aviation legend Scully Levin will also showcase his talents. Now, beyond the sky-high excitement, the day offers ground exhibits, a vibrant market, and delicious food, as well as refreshments for all to enjoy. With activities for all ages, it's the perfect family outing, so don't miss out on the action tomorrow. Now, gates do open at 8:30 a.m. for a day of pure adrenaline. It definitely is going to put you in the best mood for your Saturday afternoon. I also heard there's going to be great weather, but we'll check in after that. For now, though, let's check in with your sports.
Oh, thank you so much, Carissa, for that lead-in. So many of the superlatives you've just used could have been applied to one particular moment, and one man, and he's back on South African soil. UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis arrived at OR Tambo International Airport pretty early yesterday after, of course, defending his title against Israel Adesanya successfully. And speaking to the media, du Plessis described the August 17 fight, the showdown, as a tough one, crediting his 4th-round submission win to his perseverance. Just his mettle, man. Du Plessis, who has now won 10 consecutive fights, expressed his gratitude for what has been an overwhelming fan support throughout, calling it unbelievable and a dream come true. Good to have you back on home soil, Boykie. Welcome home. Now let's turn to football. And if you were worried about the action coming in the Champions League this next season, take a listen to this. In the revamped Champions League format, holders Real Madrid will face Liverpool away and then host Borussia Dortmund, echoing last season's final. That's how we get started. So the new structure sees 36 teams in a single league, each playing 8 different opponents. We've opened it up. Liverpool, returning to the competition now, will also encounter Milan and then debutants Girona, while fans eagerly anticipate a clash between Bayer Leverkusen, managed by ex-Liverpool star Xabi Alonso. An incredible stadium stage set. Likewise for the showdown in international rugby tomorrow. Let's turn to the next test. And former All Blacks captain Sam Cane, now approaching his 100th test, is set to make his first test start, in fact, since the Rugby World Cup final loss a year ago. So Cane, who was the first player ever sent off in a Rugby World Cup final, you might remember, after a high tackle on Jesse Creel, he's going to don the number 7 jersey once again as they face the Springboks. And All Blacks coach Scott Robinson has now selected Cane at open side flanker, filling in for the injured Dalton Papalai. And it is going to be an titanic showdown at Ellis Park tomorrow. Now let's turn to football, and Bafana coach Hugo Broos has announced his final squad for the 2025 AFCON qualifiers up against Uganda and South Sudan. So the team kicks off at home against Uganda on the 6th of September at Orlando Stadium, followed by an away match in South Sudan not long after, on the 10th of September. It's a tough turnaround. Captain Ronwen Williams will miss both games, sadly, due to a persistent injury, a significant loss, according to Broos. I think according to all in the fraternity, and the top 2 teams in the group will secure a spot in the tournament set for Morocco from December 2025 to January of 2026. Good luck, boys. But that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. We will delve a little deeper into the rugby with Lorenzo in just a moment, but right now let's get you prepped with the weekend weather.
Let's get you prepped indeed, my lovely. Let's find out what's happening out and about in the world of the weather. The South African Weather Service has issued only one warning for today. High fire conditions are expected over western parts of the Northwest Province and the David Kraipi and Kai Gerib district in the Northern Cape. Meanwhile, the Johannesburg Emergency Services have appealed to residents to please be careful when using heating devices this coming weekend to prevent fires from breaking out. The Weather Service has warned that a cold front that is currently moving over the southern parts of the country will result in cold conditions in large parts of the country from tomorrow. Emergency services will be on high alert this weekend to respond to any emergencies. With that being said, you know we always want to see what your side of life looks like. So 063-408-8863. My love, what is your sunrise view? A very big shout out to Gqeberha. I'm talking about Edwin, who sent us this beautiful picture. And oh my goodness, can you see the rays of sunshine peeking out, saying good morning to the country? I absolutely love it. Thank you, Edwin. And please be like Edwin and send us your sunrise view. 063-408-8863. With that being said, let's jump on into your temperatures for the day.
Okay, my yardstick, if you will. Uppington, thank you so much. I'm enjoying the weather. No, there is definitely a shift going into the weekend, so we can take that. Only one weather warning, which is quite surprising in recent times, so you can enjoy it. In fact, you don't have to worry about the weather at all. Stay indoors, nice and cozy, because we're going to have some fun this morning. Been loving MasterChef on S3 at the moment, and we're going to introduce you to Ketsia Malela, who has recently gone through the fire. It's incredible what these chefs, these foodies get put through in that cauldron. Cannot wait to find out a bit more about her journey. Then how do you feel about Louisiana-style fish burger?
Oh, you had me at Louisiana. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. I love some seafood, so fish is always like right up my alley. Yesterday, they spoiled me with a platter of fish.
Oh, yay.
And today we're doing something just a little bit different, and I'm here for it. I'm going to be there taking down all the notes on this beautiful recipe. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. You should do the same thing. And Gray, I'll organize one for you. Don't worry. We'll see you after the break.
Mama, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh man, we made it to the weekend and we get to jump on into it together as a feel-good breakfast show family, forgive me. Now this morning I'm excited, right? Because we are going to be eating some delicious food and it is courtesy of a lady who has done absolutely beautiful things on MasterChef SA. I'm talking about a queen who in fact, yes, did not take home the trophy, but she showed her passion, she showed her talent and she left her mark because she was like no other contestant, bringing in a different flavor. And honestly and truly, you're going to find out exactly what it is in the best way possible this morning, Expresso family. Please can we welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show family. It is Ketsia Malela. How are you, Ketsia?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah,
You
how
look
are you?
beautiful this morning.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I feel like it's always so difficult to put yourself out there and be like, you know what, I'm entering a competition. But you did it, and you did it so beautifully as well because you took this fusion of you now using, you know, sort of American recipes along with adding South African flavors. What inspired that?
So I spent 2 years in the States, and I was introduced to a lot of cuisines like Mexican cuisine, Jamaican cuisine,
Yeah.
and then kind of your stereotypical American cuisine. And growing up in a Congolese household, that was also a different introduction to food. So it's just, I've been able to kind of capture different things that I like from all the different cuisines and
Yeah.
make it my own.
I love that. You literally like made up your own genre of food, if you will.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
amazing. But what made you actually decide, you know what, I want to enter MasterChef?
So I started my TikTok account a year ago, and foodbaby.za,
Yeah.
and it did really well. Within the first 3 months, I gained about 10,000 followers.
Sure.
And then now a year later, I'm at 55,000.
Wow.
So MasterChef came along, and I was like, I kind of wanted the validation. I had this page, and it was doing really well, and I thought, who else better to enter than somebody who's been able to create her own platform, offer food? I must be good enough, right? And so, yeah, I gave it a try, and apparently I was.
Amazing. That's what you were. And I absolutely love it for you because, like I said, it really can be quite the task to sometimes say, hey, you know what, I'm going to enter this competition. But you did.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
I also want to then just go back to the journey that got you to having your own genre of food. You know, was there a time or even a specific dish while you were living in the States that kind of made you be like, oh, actually, this is where the money is. This is where I actually am finding my niche, you know? Was there a specific time?
So when I lived in the States, the family I lived with were originally from Jamaica. And so I was then introduced to Jamaican food, and it was primarily the jerk chicken,
Yes.
and then the oxtail curry.
Ooh.
And then from there, I was like, okay, these are very interesting flavors, like the pimento that's used.
Yes.
And I was kind of introduced to a different flavor profile.
Yeah.
But it also still reminded me of my Congolese culture as well.
Oh.
So it was interesting to be able to take that away from a different culture and kind of see the connections.
Wow. And Ketsia, that really is such a beautiful thing, I think, because that's what we're meant to do when we go to other countries, right? We're meant to immerse ourselves. And the fact that it's now, you know, landed you where you are, where your career is literally based off of being inspired by that, I think it's absolutely beautiful. Also, please, will you make me some oxtail curry, please? My goodness, that sounds amazing.
No, it's delicious.
Oh my goodness. But now speak to me about this because I'm hearing little murmurs that you might be wanting to open an eatery. Is this true?
So when I did enter MasterChef,
Yeah.
if I won, the plan was to open some sort of like chicken shop because we don't have that in South Africa, with just like different flavors of like fried chicken.
Yes.
So obviously without the money at this point, I'm kind of leaning towards eventually starting something that's just on Uber Eats.
Okay.
So yeah.
Amazing. And speak to me a little bit about this, right? Of course, you had your journey on MasterChef. You guys had to create an array of dishes. What's one dish that you wish you had created while you were still there? You know, something that maybe you were keeping in your arsenal, being like, I'm going to shopper them with this one.
I don't think I have a dish that I wanted to, that I didn't feel like I got the chance to showcase, because I still have my platform and I'm able to showcase things that aren't necessarily fine dining,
Yes.
but make me happy. So I've been able to still continue to showcase my food with or without the show.
Beautiful. And today you're getting to showcase it for Mzansi. So please tell us, what are you going to be taking us through?
I don't know if you guys remember, but at one point, McDonald's had the filet-o-fish. It's been discontinued, so I ended up creating almost like a Louisiana-style hot fish sandwich or burger.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I'll make.
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Okay. I know, Expresso family, your taste buds are already just being tantalized, and we're going to be finding out how it is that we can actually make this delicious dish that Ketsia was talking about. And of course, it is from her and her delicious recipe. So stick around for it, because we're going to be jumping on into the kitchen. For now, though, I need you to stick around as well, because there's a whole lot more coming up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Next week on MasterChef South Africa.
You have a state-of-the-art air fryer.
Cook the best dish of the day and you will get a chance to cook off against one of South Africa's best-selling cookbook authors and celebrity chef for a chance to win this.
All of us are after that immunity pin.
MasterChef South Africa, every Saturday on S3 at 7:30.
Oh, get out. We got an immunity pin and an air fryer. If there are any parents in the mix in MasterChef South Africa, they are headed for a superhuman experience. I absolutely love that. Well, let's give you one of those experiences today. And Intuba has been in a rich vein of form, not just this week with some massive, massive payouts, but I think since they came on board, the official operator of the National Lottery in 2015. It's amazing it's been running for that long, but the National Lottery keeps creating winners and millionaires with over, get this, 29 billion rand in total payouts. That is massive. So I want you, please, right now, stop what you're doing and get on board. Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for an estimated 60, am I saying that right? 88 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. 88 million. Oh, try and wrap your head around that as you think about where you're going to go in store to buy your tickets, or you can even do it right now online. That's nationallottery.co.za. You can head over to their mobile app. You can also use your own mobile app, or you can use cell phone banking. Just simply dial *120 *7529# for all the USSD. And we've posted all of those details up on our social media platforms, so you can go and check them out at your leisure. But please, this is a big one today. Panda, Pusher, Play, Powerball and Powerball Plus for 88 million rand in total estimated jackpots today, and it could be yours. Could be mine, but I'm hoping it could be yours as well. Carissa, can you beat that?
I could never. 88 million, my life would be sorted forever. But right now, what is on the agenda is finding a little snack to eat, just a small, small snack. And I've got so many things to choose from. Do I need milk for my coffee? Do I want some yogurt? I think I'm going to go for the yogurt. All right, while I line my stomach, let me tell you what's still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Of course, we're all gearing up for that huge game that's happening tomorrow out at Ellis Park. Of course, that is the Springboks versus the All Blacks. It's going to be so exciting. We're going to give you the lowdown on that as you continue sharing your predictions with us. And again, like I said, we definitely want to hear all about the winnings when it comes to our boys. Looking forward to that for sure. And then not only that, we're going to get in the kitchen once again to get into some Louisiana-styled hot fish burgers. Of course, you heard from the chef herself, and she's going to spoil us when it comes to eating good. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show for a reason. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Before we get back into the kitchen to whip up some beautiful, delicious treats for the game, we've got to focus on it being a Bok Friday. Put a hashtag on that, please, because tomorrow our boys take on the All Blacks in Josie at Ellis Park, which is unfortunately a happy hunting ground for the All Blacks. I know we've had a very famous win there over the All Blacks in 1995. I was actually old enough to be, in the mix around that time. But we want to know from you guys at the moment how you're feeling about the game. Do we have the home field advantage for this one? Does that really come to bear? What are we thinking about the two teams? A couple of new tests in terms of combinations. We don't have a South African lock. Poor Jasper Viss has been called back in. He makes his season debut. So I think it's going to be a tough test, but there are so many young stars. I cannot wait to hear how the people are feeling about this game. Let's see.
Well, we've asked you for your predictions and how you feel about it. And Miranda David says, good morning, Expresso crew. It's Friday officially announced. It is Friday. Listen, it might not be the 24th of September, but Friday is here. I can't wait. We're going to whip up something nice in just a bit for game day. Okay, let's see what else we have.
All right, Prissy saying good morning, Expresso family. Have a great and blessed Bok Friday. Will be an exciting and wonderful game. I love it. People are just so excited that we've got it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what the result is. I just want to be a part of it. Let's hear another one.
Well, we have Bronwyn Brooks getting in touch. Good morning. The Booker will win tomorrow. That's the spirit. And the game on the 7th of September. I love that because they're playing in my home city and it's my birthday.
Oh, man. There are levels to this game. I didn't realize, man.
They will win because it's Bronwyn's birthday. There's a direct connection there.
I love it. Let's hear another one. Caroline Wade in. Good morning, Expresso family. South Africa 24, All Blacks 16.
Wow.
You guys are making it a little bit too close, okay? I have a feeling more points are going to be scored, but it might be one of those real test matches. So, Nella, how are you feeling about the weekend's action?
Oh, I am so excited because hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. And you know what, Graham? It's because we know that it's going to be a very tight game. We know the All Blacks, they're angry. We beat them in the World Cup, you know what I mean? But this is the thing. We have home ground advantage. We know who we are. We are South Africa at the end of the day, 4-time world champions. I feel like it's going to be absolutely incredible and we are going to come out so proud from the weekend. And I feel like we also have a solid team. So I'm feeling good, guys. I'm feeling good.
Yes, we're feeling good too. I was going to say like 23-25, but maybe that, like you said, is a bit close. Yeah, it's going to be a tight game, though.
It will be tight, man. I have a feeling the physicality is going to be next level. So, of course, those of us watching, when I say physicality, I mean those of us watching are going to be so animated on the sideline. We're going to need some good treats and meals to get us through the game. What's cooking in the kitchen, girl?
Honey, we have got something that is so delicious and so different, and this is why I'm excited about it. Ketsia from MasterChef SA Expresso family, she is in the kitchen with us, and we are learning about a Louisiana-style fried I was about to say chicken. It's fish. That's the thing. With Louisiana, you would think chicken, but it's actually fish, right, Ketsia?
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I have to ask you, because I feel like this dish, it is so different. Why did you choose fish exactly? And also, what kind of fish do you normally use for a burger like this?
So I chose to use hake, but you can also use king clip, just a meaty white fish.
Yeah.
Does really well, almost like in place of meat or chicken.
Nice. Okay, so can you take us through what it is you're going to be doing exactly to the fish to make it absolutely delicious?
Okay, so there is kind of like a 3-step seasoning process.
Okay.
So I'm just going to season the fish with the seasoning mixture. And then afterwards, you're going to pop it. You're going to add some more seasoning into the flour.
Okay.
And then you put your fish into the eggs, then into the flour, and then we're going to fry it.
Okay, so you season first and then into the eggs and then into the flour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And the flour is also going to be seasoned as well.
Okay.
So it's just multiple layers of seasoning. And then at the end, you're going to brush on more seasoning.
Delicious. Yeah. I love it. Okay, I have to ask you, what is the best thing that goes along with this specific dish and why?
So I would always say either like fries to kind of play on the fish and chips situation.
Yeah.
Or even just like crisps, like Lay's, or that also goes well with a fish sandwich.
Nice. Okay, so you can get started, my amazing Ketsia, because I can't wait to taste. But I also have to ask you, what exactly is in that spice?
So it's got paprika, garlic powder, some cayenne, and some chili powder. So the reason why it's called a hot sandwich is because it is quite spicy.
Okay.
But you get to decide on your heat level.
Okay. And then can I also please ask you, because, you know, sometimes we get people who get in the kitchen, like myself, and we don't know what we're doing now. So we just take all the spices and we put them together. Are you against that?
I am a little bit against it because not all spices go well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So sometimes it can be like a disaster when you think you're being like MasterChef, but you're not.
And then you've just created like major confusion.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's just about learning which spices go well together and maybe sticking to 3 at a time.
Okay.
Like you can never go wrong with like paprika, garlic powder, and like mixed herbs.
I like that. And for me, anything garlicky, I'm happy.
That's
it always
me.
makes me very, very happy.
Exactly.
But Kitsia, like Graham said, you know, we are learning about these lovely treats and this lovely dish to go along with our exciting match this weekend. I have to ask you, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the Springboks are going to take it?
I'm joking. Let's be for real now. I think if we just work on history and what we've known to expect from our guys, it's a no-brainer.
I love that. I love that. Now, when it comes to exactly what you've just done, Ketia, how do I know when the oil is ready and I can just pop in the fish?
So what you can do to figure out whether your oil is ready is you can stick a little piece of onion or you can take a wooden spoon and see if it bubbles around it, and then your oil is ready.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah.
I love that. And of course, I know as well that, you know, in terms of you guys and being on MasterChef, there were so many different, you know, techniques you had to incorporate in everything. As a whole, how was that specific, you know, time for you? Was it like really difficult being there, or do you feel like it brought out the best in you?
It was difficult being there because as much as you may go into it confident, you know, I have this page and I must know what I'm doing, you kind of feel a bit psyched out. The environment isn't one that really promotes confidence. It's a little bit of like self-doubt. So,
I get you, but it's competition as well, which is exciting.
Exactly.
But my kids here, with that being said, I'm excited for this burger right here.
Yeah.
Can we please taste this very quickly?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay, amazing. I'm so excited. This looks amazing. And how crispy it is, the fact that it can like get like that makes me so happy. Is this one of your favorite dishes ever that you've kind of like, you know, put together?
So far, it is one of my favorites because you'd be surprised how good fish actually tastes on a burger. And I feel like it's underrated.
I get that. I was actually, and that was one of the reasons why even earlier on, I said chicken instead of fish, because I'm so used to like it being a chicken burger instead of it being a fish burger. Okay, okay, here we go. I'm diving in. That is amazing, Kitsia. And I can taste the spices. And there's that heat coming through. I'm going to dive into this, Kitsia. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Listen, Expresso family, everything you need to know, always things like this recipe, the catch-up, you know where to go, expressoshow.com. But this is amazing. I'm going to eat some more now, and then you just take a short break. We'll be back after this. I need some time alone with this burger. Thank you. All right. Oh, this is amazing. Wow.
welcome back, you beauty. Take a look at those gorgeous cameramen. That's what I get to wake up to every day. Why am I so enthused this morning? Well, it's a big one. In fact, it doesn't get much bigger than the All Blacks, the Springboks at Ellis Park. Gear up for an epic showdown this weekend as our Boks take on the All Blacks on home soil. It is going to be a high-stakes battle that means a lot for the world of rugby. Never mind just these two teams. Promises intense action, unforgettable moments all round. And joining us to try and unpack, to know even where to begin with this incredible matchup tomorrow, we have got two of our regulars, Lorenzo Durries, of course, and then rugby journalist Leighton Koopman. Gentlemen, welcome to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's going to be...
Friday. Happy Bok Friday.
It's a proper Bok Friday because
Yes.
it's on home soil. So many questions. I suppose, boys, we've got to start with the lock question. Jasper Visser coming in to make his season debut, which is quite surprising. But if you're going to need someone to rely on to step in at a crunch moment, he's okay.
Yeah, no, he's definitely
phenomenal.
Yeah, he is. I've been voicing my concerns when it comes to Kwagga starting the last few matches. I don't see him as that starter. I see us coming on as an impact player.
For
so
sure.
having Jasper there is absolutely amazing. And then the lock crisis that we've got at the moment. We are spoiled for choice, and we never thought we would ever be in this
to
position
this point, for sure.
where we've got Archie Snyman out, Salman Murat, but luckily Eben,
I was going to say,
Eben made it through.
He might still be injured knowing Eben.
Yeah, but he'll still push through. They've now said that he's cleared to play, and I feel for Marco, but the nice thing about this team is that they understand it's a team sport.
For sure.
They're all about family, and they know that some of them will need to step back, and others will need to then.
And look, we've been training the loosest locks in the game for a long time,
Yes.
so we like that. We like the fact that we've got mobility, and this is just another mind game for Rassie to play, so
Yes.
we get that. Lots of mind games for him to play coming into this one because there has been so many question marks. How are you feeling first about this Springbok team? Yes, we know injury forces, but there are enough young players looking to put their hand up, enough older players looking to stake their claim. How are you feeling about the Springbok setup?
Yeah, it's nice to see Rassie picking the youngsters. There's a saying that you make your Springbok debut and then you get the second debut.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
you play against the All Blacks. And they will have that on Saturday. Sasha Feinberg, Ngumizulu, Apelele Fassi. They're going to be absolutely instrumental at the back, and also the forwards and Ben Jason Dixon. If they can hit it up front, I feel the number 10 and 15 will be there to provide the attacking spark at the back.
But that's it. We love the potential of the running kind of rugby. I don't think we've said enough about Apelele Fassi because he was the guy.
Yes.
Then there was this kind of pin put in that for a moment.
Yeah.
And we can understand why, but he's come back in and just leveled up.
Yeah, yes.
How excited are you about him and what could be represented in the attacking opportunities on both sides here? Because the All Blacks are also looking to open up a more expansive, what we know them to play.
Yes, we know them to play.
A free rugby that scores lots of points. And I say this loosely, I don't want them to score lots of points against us tomorrow, but this could be a very open, beautiful game of rugby.
It will be, and I don't want Fassi to get, locked into that trap of playing too far out at the back compared to everyone else going forward. He's going to be up against a formidable team. We spoke about it as well earlier. It was Mackenzie, the Barrett that's
brothers.
also going to be there, the Barrett brothers that's going to be there. So there's going to be some through balls, some high balls coming through to Fassi. He's going to need to be quick. I also don't want him to find himself on the left having to cover on the right. It's going to be a little bit of a problem if he doesn't control and marshal that area.
For sure.
But then he's also got Kurtley Orenser and Cheslin Colby, who are phenomenal when it comes to getting back on that gain line or that defensive line. So I'm looking forward to seeing what game plan. Are they going to play a compact game plan because of our forwards? Or are we going to target that aerial? Or are they going to target
They're going to be
because of
kicks,
their
dude. There are going to be kicks around the high felt. It's going to happen. When you've got pace like that on the field, I get it. I'll come very quickly, my friend. How do you see this one playing out? Give me a score, and then I want the betting odds, Lorenzo.
So if the Boks can dominate up front with the forwards, I feel they're going to run this game and score about 30 to 40 points against the All Blacks. But if they can't stop the All Black backs, it's going to be a tight game. So I think the Boks will take this one.
I think they'll take it. I think by a little bit of a margin, but I don't want to put myself out there too much until I've got money in the game. What are the betting odds for this one? I would imagine quite a difficult one to know where to come from, or are the pundits saying, no, this is
Not
this
actually,
is easy
weirdly
peasy?
enough. Again, the Springboks are absolute favourites. Our friends at World Sports Betting, you can bet on over 200 markets. So
Nice.
they are the Springboks are the firm favourites. 4-10 at the moment.
Okay.
All right, 4-10.
I'll take
12-5 on the All Blacks to win. So I'm like, there's quite a few All Black supporters out here in the country. So they, you know, you never know. One thing is that the All Blacks and the Springboks, they always show up when they play against each other. And then 25-1 for a draw.
Okay.
I think that would be an amazing odd.
Sure.
Yeah. Nothing on 1 points here, so we're not going to go any 1 points. Just looking at the amount of matches that's been played on home soil, 52, 26 to the Springboks, 25 to the All Blacks.
Wow.
1 as a draw. Come on, place
I want to
your
know how
bets.
they arrived at
Come
those
on.
odds. Maybe
Come
Sam
on.
Payne being back on the field. I don't know what it is, but I like that. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Enjoy the weekend. I know these sorts of moments are extra special for you guys, so absolutely soak up every second. And if you guys would like to get in on the action and the betting fun, of course, you've got the perfect partner, a responsible partner in World Sports Betting. So they're giving you the chance to win your share of 10,000 Rand in cash just by getting on board. To enter, all you have to do is head to the competition post on our Expresso's Facebook, X or Instagram pages, excuse me, and then predict your final score. Just put it down there. What do you see playing out in the match between South Africa and New Zealand tomorrow? Include that all-important qualifying hashtag World Sports Betting, and the competition closes 5 p.m. on Saturday, obviously just before kickoff, and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Before you even get betting, you can start winning right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Jens. From the field, moving into the road at Expresso, we absolutely love your Run Your City series by Absa. And come rain or even sunshine, we are out there cheering and supporting you along the way. And last Sunday, Graham made his way down to Tshwane. So yes, another 10K as well as a citywide cleanup. I think we should have a look.
So today we're cleaning up the city. We're preparing for tomorrow's Absa Run Your City. When the people run, it must be nice and clean.
This is a very good initiative. There isn't any other person who can do it voluntarily. So today we have decided to spend our time, just go out and clean the city.
For me, initiatives like Run Your City are absolutely important. I feel like the community of running has really transformed my personal journey and my personal story. Also, it's great for anyone who is a new beginner, you know, who's new in the running game, or someone who's also experienced, and I love the fact that it's all-inclusive.
I love Tshwane because Tshwane is my city and it takes care of me. So I need to take care of it. So even the people around me, they need to be able or rather to learn to take care of Tshwane.
I love my city because it's a place where I would want my children to grow and the future generation of South Africa. So keeping it clean and paving way for our generation.
Good morning, my people. Welcome to Tshwane, that I've got to say has never looked this beautiful. Why? Well, yesterday the masses were mobilized for a citywide cleanup to prepare the slice of heaven for the Tshwane event in the Absa Run Your City series. It's 10Ks of unforgettable memories ahead, and I've joined the throngs out here to literally write their name down in this incredible story. Why? Because your story matters, and today we prove that on a whole nother level, and I'm so proud to be here. An unbelievable pace for the entire race. I don't know how you maintained that in the final stretch. How are you feeling right now?
I feel happy for winning this race. I've been looking forward to get the podium in this race, so I'm very, very happy.
I think one of the best parts of the Absa Run Your City series is the support, the unity, the community that comes together. Now, Pumla, you are here, like me, to support today. We're not going to be running. We are here to expend our energy in other ways. Who are you here supporting?
I'm supporting a friend, my best friend. I'm actually the cheerleader today.
Oh, cool. I love that. When you see your city looking clean like this, when you feel this kind of energy, how does that make you feel?
Oh my goodness, when I got here, I was like, I should have joined. I'm supposed to be one of the runners here, but yeah, the energy is just something else. It's so exciting seeing everybody so excited and so fresh and so energetic. They're just in the mood for running.
The glitch, the one and only, Glen Road! After putting in an unbelievable performance, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling so great. I'm so feeling so blessed because I've been working so hard and keep consistent. It takes time, it takes patience, it needs to work so hard so that we can stay consistent all the time.
And not just consistent every day, but to produce a course record and an unbelievable domination. What was the key to your success today?
Since I started, I've never been in the top 3. I'm so grateful to win the race.
You are putting some very young runners to shame here with a very fast time. Why is it so important for you to have the mind as strong as the body?
Look, it's very important. Running has helped me cope with everything in life. And I was asthmatic, can you believe it? I grew up asthmatic. I was told I can't do sports.
Wow.
But through running, my asthma is gone. So it's very important. I would advise anybody out there, keep fit in whichever way, but I think running is the best way.
I absolutely love that. You know what? You have proven today that everybody's story here matters.
Every single person's story matters. Whether you're young, old, or you're a pensioner, whichever status you've got, you're welcome to join us because we want to actually meet all our clients and our communities and really just meet them where they are.
Whether you're a newbie, whether you're an A-class, going out there to break records, or just supporting from the sidelines, the energy here is palpable. The love is incredible. A love for a beautiful city. So I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, go and enter for Johannesburg's Run Your City 10K if you can. You can go to runyourcity.com to find out all the details, and then you can experience this passion, this love, this community for yourself.
Oh, man, I wish you could have seen it when we went to get like pre-shots beforehand to see Pretoria looking so beautiful and clean. I was just wishing the jacarandas were out because that could have like sold it completely. But what I love the most is watching people who live there see their city differently.
Yeah.
You literally run your city in a new light, in a new way. Absolutely amazing. So get on board for Joburg, please.
Run Josie. I
Absolutely love that. So
Imagine
get on
Joburg
board.
cleaned up. That would be nice.
You ready for a 10K? I know. Of course, we love initiatives like that. We always want to get out there and move, and we want to appreciate how beautiful our provinces are. So Joburg, yes, get ready. Your 10K is coming up. Run your city. The next 10K event will be happening on Heritage Day, the 24th of September. You can reward yourself with a braai afterwards. Entries are officially open. You can visit runyourcityseries.com to get all of those details.
I love that. Well, speaking about running Josie, we have one woman in particular
She's the boss.
that's running the whole city. Zanele, what is coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show?
Ah, guys, stop it. Running an entire Josie. Oh, goodness. I can tell you about somebody, though, who is running the streets of the soapy world. I am talking about none other than, and you can now call me Zanele, fan girl of Vusikunene Potelwa. That is my full name. Thank you, everyone. The man who plays Jack Mabaso on SABC1's Generations, The Legacy. He is in the building. I know, an icon. And we get to sit down with him to hear about how he's making a return to the soapy. And then, my friend, we also are going to be talking about all things the nightclub skincare routine. It is about to be a beautiful time indeed right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And trust me, you do not want to go anywhere. You can go and get some coffee there or go to the bathroom. Just 2 minutes. But when we come back, Vusikunene is here. Stick around.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Expresso family, you made it to the weekend. Congratulations, but also congratulations because we are in the presence of greatness. Listen, they say a cat has 9 lives, but the thing about Jack Mabaso is that he has 100 lives. Because one minute you think he's dead, next thing he shows up on your doorstep, just like he's shown up at the studios of Expresso this morning. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are so excited to welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast show none other than the king, award-winning actor, best known for his portrayal of Jack Mabaso. Let's give him a feel good welcome, please. We're talking about Jack Mabaso, Vusi Kunene. Oh, Vusi, I have to welcome you properly, please. Very well. Do I call you Vusi or do I call you Jack Mabaso?
Hey, what do you want to call me?
Oh, there it is. Jack Mabaso. Vusi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Zanel.
Also, congratulations. Back again on SABC's One's Generations, The Legacy. It's so incredible. I have to ask you how you're feeling.
It feels good. Generations is home, you know. Jack is just one of those roles, that will always stay with me. They go with me everywhere I go. I mean, people don't even know my real name. They call me Jack Mabaso.
Exactly.
That's who I've become.
I was going to ask you, how do you feel when people come up to you and they, maybe address you as Jack Mabaso?
I don't have a problem.
Okay.
It's my work. So, I mean, we do it for them. So
I love that.
Yeah.
And of course, people always sometimes take on the feelings of the fact that Jack did something on screen or he did something to Ulindiwe or whoever it may be. I have to ask you, has anyone ever come and wanted to confront you as being Jack Mabaso because you did something they didn't like on Generations?
Well, there's a lady in a church. She was asking why they're letting me come to church, letting this bad man come to church. So,
that's so funny, Vusi. You can't even go to church in peace. Oh my goodness. But I then have to ask you, what are the similarities or differences that, you can 100% pick up on between Vusi and Jack?
Okay. I believe Vusi has a lot of Jacks in him. He has a lot of all the roles that I've played because I just need to tap somewhere. Because I'm not going to say I borrow it from someone else. It's in me. So, but I know how to put Jack to sleep.
Okay.
And be Vusi.
Okay.
Because, Jack is a bad man, but he's not my boss.
I love that. Vusi's in charge here.
Vusi's in charge.
100%. And Vusi, with you saying that, when we talk about Jack, when you have to get into character, are there certain things you have to do or certain ways in which you have to start thinking? Or is it something that just comes naturally now after playing him for so long?
I still have to think. I still have to feel. Sometimes, your feelings can betray you, if you don't really connect with what you're doing, with the character you're playing, or even with the story. So sometimes you have to just adjust. That's why it's called acting. So there are moments where, it doesn't really work, but that's where the acting comes in.
Come on. And even in terms of your lines, because I know sometimes, Vusi, you guys, you like to, improvise a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you add a lot of improvisation when it comes to Jack's lines?
I do, yeah, I do.
I love that.
I love using Jack to intimidate people. I will say something that they don't expect.
Yeah.
That's the fun of acting.
That's amazing. Yeah. And of course, we know that now Jack is back yet again with another different story. What can we expect from what Jack's going to be bringing to Generations, The Legacy?
There's a lot of questions.
Yes.
How did he come back?
Exactly.
Did he really die?
Yes.
So all those things, they need to be answered. That's what we're going to answer.
And does he still have a real hand under this glove?
Well, he's stuck with it.
He's stuck with it. It is what it is.
It's going to always be like that. Unless some scientist, comes up with something that can help him take off the glove.
Yes.
But, I think even if they did, I don't think I would take the glove off.
I love that. It's part of Jack Mabaso now. Vusi, you're absolutely incredible at what you do. I think that it is only for the better of the country because you are a national treasure. So us having you back on SABC One's Generations, The Legacy, I think it's going to raise the rand. and it's going to allow the Springboks to win this weekend.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Amen. His name is Vusi Kunene, and honestly, my friend, it is one of the most beautiful things to see when we can give our incredible icons their flowers in real time, because he is somebody that has changed the face of television and allows so many of us to be inspired and even, you know, have the likes of a glove just ready waiting because of Jack Mabaso. Carissa, I have to ask you, my beautiful, when it comes to generations, you know, what does it mean to you?
It is unreal to see Jack Mabaso in the flesh with you right now. I'm telling you, we all grew up absolutely loving Generations, from the theme song initially when it hits our TV screens to seeing all of our favorite characters, and to have him resurrected. I mean, I am going to be glued to my screen. Please tell him I say hello.
I will. Carissa says hello, Vusi.
Hello, Carissa.
Jack Mabaso said hi to you, Carissa. Go and tell everybody, okay? I think that's another birthday present just for you, my babe.
Oh my gosh, my 21st birthday is made. Jack Mabaso has said hello to me. But now let's get into some official duties. Let me compose myself. A minute after 7 o'clock, we start with your national news. Maybe in less feel-good news, because potato prices are set to soar due to a crop shortage caused by black frost in July, which devastated large areas in Limpopo, the country's top potato producer. Now, prices for potatoes and frozen chips are expected to rise significantly through September, with a 10-kilogram pocket potentially reaching 180 Rand to 200 Rand. The frost also impacted other crops in Limpopo, including citrus, pawpaws, pecan nuts, tomatoes, and corn. Now, the agricultural sector is bracing for the ripple effects of this cold snap. The Department of Health urges parents and caregivers to ensure children are up to date with vaccinations to prevent serious diseases. This comes amid rising rubella cases, also known as German measles, in Gauteng, Western and Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. While rubella is usually mild in children and adults, it can severely impact pregnant women and their unborn babies, leading to congenital rubella syndrome. Now, suspected cases should be reported to the nearest health facility or provider, who will inform the Department of Health. Let's take a look at your international news now, where the Israeli army reports that 5 armed members of a militant group hiding in a mosque were killed during the second day of its anti-terrorist operation in the West Bank. The operation, which began yesterday, has already resulted in at least 9 deaths and damage to homes and civilian infrastructure. Now, this is Israel's largest military action in the West Bank since the Second Palestinian Intifada nearly 2 decades ago. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres condemned the loss of life and urged Israel to halt the operation immediately. Nigeria has announced a memorandum of understanding with Boeing to boost Nigeria's airlines' access to new aircraft leasing and maintenance support. Boeing, which supplies 500 airplanes to 60 airlines across Africa, anticipates the continent will need 1,170 planes in the next 20 years. Now, the memorandum, signed in Seattle by Nigerian Aviation Minister and Boeing executives, includes planning workshops, training, technical support, and assessments for Nigerian airlines. Additionally, Boeing's airports engineering team will consult on expanding airport capabilities and developing local aircraft maintenance facilities in Nigeria. Now, we close up your 7 o'clock news with this one. The San Diego coast recently hosted a dazzling display of nature's brilliance as dolphins soared an astonishing 7 meters into the air, captivating everyone aboard a whale-watching boat. The mesmerizing footage, shared by Gone Whale Watching, quickly went viral, showcasing these playful marine acrobats performing what looked like Olympic-style jumps. Just look at that. Photographer Erica Sakerson, who was there, described the sight as awe-inspiring. Now, ideal conditions off the San Diego coast have attracted an abundance of marine life, including sharks and dolphins, making the area a hot spot for such breathtaking encounters. Now, if anyone has similar dolphin footage from South Africa, from our coast itself, especially during the warmer months, we would absolutely love to see it, because who doesn't adore dolphins? They are beautiful creatures and so intelligent. That's such a good story to end off with. Now we get into your sports. Here's Graham with your latest.
Oh, he's back on home soil. Welcome home, son. UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis has arrived at OR Tambo International Airport. In fact, it was early yesterday after defending his title against Israel Adesanya. And speaking to the local media, du Plessis described the August 17 fight as tough. We saw that, crediting his fourth-round submission to his perseverance. I would say incredible skill as well. Du Plessis, who has now won 10 consecutive fights, he expressed his extreme gratitude for the overwhelming fan support, calling it, quote, unbelievable and a dream come true. Well, that's how we feel about you, buddy. Welcome home. Now let's turn to the UEFA Champions League. And in the revamped Champions League format, get this, holders Real Madrid will face Liverpool away and then host Borussia Dortmund, echoing last season's final. So the new structure sees 36 teams in a single league, each playing 8 different opponents. This is going to spice it up. Liverpool returning to the competition will also encounter Milan and then the debutants Girona to see what they can do, while fans, of course, are eagerly anticipating a clash between Bayer Leverkusen, now managed by ex-Liverpool star Xabi Alonso. So many layers to this season's Champions League. We love it. Now, so much can be said in a similar fashion for the All Blacks encounter with the Springboks tomorrow. Let's start with former All Blacks captain Sam Cane, now set to make his first test start since the Rugby World Cup final. And that was their loss, obviously, last year. Now, Cane, who was the first player ever sent off in a Rugby World Cup final, you might remember, with a high tackle on Jesse Creel. He'll now don the number 7 jersey once again as he faces the Springboks tomorrow. And All Blacks head coach Scotty Robinson, in his first encounter with the Boks, selected Cane at open side flanker. That was obviously to fill in for Dalton Papalai. But it is going to be an incredible showdown with so many young players looking to put their hands up. We cannot wait for that. Now let's turn to football. And Bafana head coach Hugo Broos, he's settled on his team. He's announced his final squad for the 2025 AFCON qualifiers, up against Uganda and then shortly after South Sudan. So the team kicks off at home against Uganda on the 6th of September at the Orlando Stadium. Hope it's going to be a sellout. And then just a few days later, an away match in South Sudan. That's on the 10th of September. That's going to be a tough turnaround time. Captain Ronwen Williams sadly is missing both games due to an injury, and we need him out there. It's a significant loss, according to Bruce, and we understand that. Now, the top 2 teams in the group will secure a spot in the tournament. That, of course, is set for Morocco from the December month of 2025 up until January of the following year. It's going to be a cracker run in, never mind the tournament itself. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get the latest out on the roads.
Timeously as well as safely, my love. Starting off in KZN Ngundlovu, there's been a multiple truck incident near Nottingham Road. Suspected diesel oil spillage are causing slippery conditions, so avoid the affected area and make use of an alternative route, please. Taking it over to Pretoria, Gauteng. There is a stationary truck on the N1 southbound after Garsfontein Road. The left lane is closed. There are no delays at the moment, but my friend, please do drive carefully. Right about now, we need to find out what it is you need to get up in terms of clothing, because we want to take a look at your weather. Here's what you can expect in terms of outside. Environmental news this morning is that the eThekwini Metro has announced measures to address water supply issues caused by algae in the Nigel Albert Falls system. The algae problem has reduced water treatment capacity at the Umgeni Utukele Waters Durban Heights plant, and it is leading to interruptions in water supply in northern and southern areas of the metro. Siyabonga Mapumulo, spokesperson for Umgeni Utukula Water, said that the water tankers will deliver supplies twice daily to affected areas. He expects the algae issue to be resolved within 5 to 7 days. Right about now, though, I do want to ask you, please, you got to come through on the WhatsApp line, 063-408-8863. What does your outside look like, huh? What is that sunrise view doing this morning? A very huge thank you to Karen from George, who has sent us this beautiful, beautiful picturesque image. And it is, of course, there with the rocky parts, with the sea, with the orange bits of the sun. It is absolutely stunning. Karen, you Picasso with that camera. Thank you so much. Please be like Corin and show us yours. What is your sunrise view looking like? Right about now, though, let's take a look at your temperatures.
It's going to be a beautiful day and a beautiful weekend, hopefully. But right now we are focused on the next 15 minutes because we've got you covered. In just a moment, we're going to reconnect with someone who I've known for a very long time. He has made his mark in the world of fashion. In fact, we started out kind of staking our claim in our various industries at a similar sort of time, albeit he was a little bit after me. But Dion Daniels is in the house, a renowned fashion designer and just a creative with an incredible mind. Cannot wait to plug into that perspective.
Absolutely. And if you love the nightlife, listen, we've got you when it comes to your skincare routine. We've got to take care of that barrier and make sure that we are sorted as far as Estee Lauder is concerned. So do make sure that you stick around to find out more on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. And my Expresso family, it's so good to be with you, especially because we always touch on everything. You know what I mean? Acting, music. And right now, it's time for us to touch on our skin. We know how important it is. And listen, skin works so hard. But did you know that it works even harder at night to renew and repair and allow your skin to be its best? And this is why we are with our Estee Lauder family. They're showing us how we can, in fact, be part of the Skin Nightclub family. And I am so excited because, look, when we talk about being glowing, I think that's what we deserve going into this new month of September. So this is why this morning we are joined by education expert. It is none other than the lovely Lee Reddy and, of course, Dominique Mutsepe, who is going to be our lovely expert as well in the name of us coming together for our skincare beautiful nightclub. Everybody, let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Ladies, how are you?
Gorgeous. It's Friday. How can you not be?
We made it. And now we're going into the weekend a little bit smarter because of you ladies telling us how it is we can come out on Monday, you know, glowing a little bit more, right?
Absolutely.
So I want us to jump right into it, please, Lee, because I love the idea of a skin nightclub. I think that for me, it's my favorite time to kind of do a routine. And then I lie there going, give me the great skin. Give me the great skin. Yes.
So as you mentioned, your skin's working hardest at night while you're resting. So we need to support all those processes, right? So then we pack your skin with all the nutrients and amazing glow boosting products. So we love to start our nighttime routine with a double cleanse. Don't you love a double cleanse?
I do. You feel extra clean.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we remove makeup at nighttime. We cleanse with a beautiful Advanced Night Repair cleansing gelée. We have it on our table.
Yes.
And Our repair starts from the cleansing step. So it's packing your skin with amino acids and giving you that squeaky clean feeling without drying out your skin.
Love that.
And then we have our lovely Dominique, who's going to demo these steps as I talk through them.
Yes.
So, Dom, do you want to start with our advanced night repair? So on a clean skin, at night and during the day, but let's talk nighttime. This incredible product is going to go onto your skin, and Dom does it so beautifully.
And Dom, you don't have any makeup on.
Nothing.
How's that
you,
skin?
You must use Estee Lauder. Hey, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to apply on my skin.
Onto that beautiful skin. Yes.
And Dom uses our signature heart ritual. So a big heart, Dom, for everyone in your life. A big heart for everyone in your life, and a little heart just for you. So
I love that.
And you can see already she is glowing.
Glowing, doll.
Absolutely glowing.
Yes.
So this is a must-have for everyone. We say no skin should live without our advanced night repair. It's an icon.
Yes.
Every night and of course every day.
I remember I once gifted my friend one of those. She loves me forever now.
It changes your skin's life.
Yes.
Literally. So then Dom's gonna go in with our revitalizing youth power cream. Everything is in the name. It amplifies your youth.
Yes.
Lifting and firming that skin, sculpting your skin, and you wake up with the most incredible glow.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all after, right?
100%. Like I said, we deserve to glow, especially going into the spring months. I think that, being outside more, everybody must see who we are.
Absolutely. And we work way too hard. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So self-care should be a priority, and this is exactly what we're doing. So Dom presses it into her skin, including the neck. Never forget the neck.
Never forget the neck.
Right? And that glow is just unmistakable.
It's beautiful.
Unbelievable. Oh,
girl, I literally was going to say, I feel jealous. I want to go and take my makeup off and
we
just
all want to
put
get in on some
Yes.
self-care action.
It's so good. It's so nourishing.
Yes.
I love that.
Absolutely. And then we're finishing off with a quick little bit of eye cream, which is super essential to any nighttime routine. Eyes are the windows to the soul.
Indeed, they are, my love.
And Dom is just going to press that beautiful eye gel into her eye area. In 2 weeks, you see a vast difference in dark circles.
Really?
And it also addresses all key signs of aging. So this is really a pocket rocket in an eye cream.
So I didn't even know that it was like, an eye cream that addresses dark circles. I thought it was like also just like for the puffiness, but the fact that it helps with dark circles
All
as
round.
well. That's incredible.
Yeah, and our beautiful Dom is ready to put on her sleep mask and have some amazing Z's.
Should we get you a blanket? Ladies, I love this. And obviously, there's some great technology when we talk about what exactly is in the night repair serum as well as the eye cream. Can you speak to us about it, please?
Absolutely. So hyaluronic acid, that buzzword. So what you might not know is your skin loses 25% more moisture at night than it does during the day.
Really?
So we need to lock in that moisture, and hyaluronic acid does it beautifully, acting as the water magnet.
Yeah.
So you wake up looking hydrated, beautiful, glowing.
Sure.
It's also packed full of repair-enhancing ingredients that helps your skin boost collagen, addresses uneven skin tone, and the all-important, if you're like me, fighting those pesky lines and wrinkles and keeping you looking younger for longer.
What pesky lines and wrinkles? Babe.
The products, darling.
I love that. And now, obviously, talking about the nightclub skincare routine, what exactly is it that makes it so special and something that everyone can be a part of?
So I'm going to just chat. Let
I want
Dom
to jump
share.
in there. With me,
Please.
personally, I've got a little toddler at home. So I'm kind of fighting sleepless nights.
Yes.
And, the fact that I have product that I put on, it just makes me feel, hydrated and nourished. Even though I don't necessarily feel that way, I have to say that I love the fact that I look rested and I feel, comfortable in my own skin if I get the night done, like in the right way.
Night done right.
So, yeah.
Beautiful. And ladies, obviously I know as well that, confidence is a big part of us.
Absolutely.
And having our skin be the best that it possibly can be, So what exactly is it that Estee Lauder is saying to all of our lovely ladies and lovely gents that are going to come and be a part of this skincare nightclub?
So our night essentials, our nightclub is for everyone. It doesn't matter your age, your ethnicity, your skin concerns. We really have a routine that speaks to every skin, any age. assuage any concern. And we really want to invite people into self-care, most importantly, and give yourself the time that you need to just woosah at the end of the evening. And hey, what you do at night, skincare done right at night sets you up for a glowing tomorrow.
Come on, I like that, and especially because it doesn't while I sleep. That is the best. Thank you very much. Yes. So please hit me with those benefits yet again, just so like, you know, when we're there with our skincare routine, we can be like, no dark circles, no this.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So fighting dark circles, fine lines and wrinkles, collagen boosting power to keep everything perky and happy and upright.
Yes.
And then most importantly, uneven skin tone. So radiance and glow boosting at its best.
Beautiful. Ladies, thank you so much for coming through and making us part of the Skincare Nightclub with Estee Lauder. You guys are amazing. And thank you for also just, I think, educating us. That's the most important part. Thank you, my ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. And this is the thing, Expresso family. You can be a part of all of this greatness. You can actually be a part of the Skincare Nightclub with Estee Lauder. And it's so easy. Make sure that you 100% uplift and revitalize the power within with the beautiful products that Estee Lauder is offering to us. And my friend, you can shop the Estee Lauder Nightclub routine just by heading over, for under 1,000 Rand. And this offer is valid from the 6th of, or rather up until the 6th of October 2024. So listen properly, until the 6th of October 2024. You do not want to miss it. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more. You can shop it at Woolworths, available in-store and online. And also, more than anything else, my friend, it is all about you experiencing that beauty glow from within, where your skin will have been allowed to work at night so that, like the beautiful Lee said, you have a glowing tomorrow. And that's what it is about. And my friend, trust me, you want to be a part of the Skincare Nightclub with Estee Lauder, because that is where all of the fabulous girls and guys are and where we 100% deserve to be. And one last thing, it is available countrywide.
Deep Nightly Renewal, featuring our exclusive night peptide, unlocks deep renewal by night, reveals unfiltered radiance by morning, and firmer, younger-looking skin over time.
Oh, every now and then we have a guest step into studio that just reminds me how far we have come within this industry and how lucky I am to have had a front row seat to certain people's careers. And that certainly stands for Dion Daniels. Oh, buddy, it is so good to see your gorgeous face again. How are you, brother?
I am extremely well.
Yay, that's good to hear. I can't wait to get into details of how well he's doing.
Unbelievably, he is obviously a fashion designer and has made an incredible mark within the bridal space, certainly. But now we are drifting into becoming a property mogul. Perhaps, maybe there's even a book in the works. I don't know, but we'll find out from Dion in just a moment.
I can't wait to sit down and chat with you. I mean, if he looks this good, imagine what's going to come out of his mouth. It is your feel-good breakfast show. Lots more to still come your way. If you also are in the realm of wanting to become a chef or a cook, we've got you covered in that department too, all right? We're cooking in the kitchen and cooking in the fashion department straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You're hanging out with us at Expresso on S3 on this wonderful Friday. And now that we have the skincare essentials out the way, let's talk about fashion, baby. Joining us is Deon Daniels. Now, he is a renowned South African designer who has been at the forefront of the fashion industry since 1998. He's definitely earned his space here. Now, his designs have been worn by numerous local as well as international celebrities. And he's here to talk about all things fashion as well as trends. Please, let's give him a Feel Good welcome. We can do better than that. Give him a feel good welcome. That's what I'm talking about. Deon, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling the love in the morning.
Good. It is pretty early, I know, but thank you for waking up and setting that alarm and looking good while you're at it. Do you ever have a day off? That's a great question to ask.
Never have a day off.
Never have a day off.
No, in fashion, you always need to be at the front and just go, go, go. But I love it. If you love what you do, then obviously it's not work.
It's never work. I say that all the time. And what a privilege to do what you love as well, right? Well, let's get into your journey. 1998 is a long time to have gotten to 2024 and be relevant, be at the forefront, and definitely be the go-to when it comes to people's designs, from bridal couture to just dressing in general. Graham said you also gave him a couple of suits back in the day. So yes, when it comes to fashion, you are the one to go to. I wonder, have you had any highlights over the past couple of years that really stand out to you?
Of course, there's always a few as a fashion designer, and always I've done Disney Africa, so that was a great project. And then obviously my bridal TV show that I had that stands out way beyond the rest. And there's lots more to come. There's always new dreams, and I think as an entrepreneur, as a business person, not per se just as a fashion designer, you always need to push the envelope and always dream big. I realized in the lockdown that my dreams were too small.
Wow.
I've achieved a lot. I've achieved everything that I set out to be. And then I started dreaming way bigger.
Wow. And you should always say, not big enough.
Not
big enough. And keep on going. I wonder, when it does come to designers and the relationship with customers, though, who are you actually targeting or talking to? Because when I'm sitting at home and I'm looking at these fabulous clothes, is it for me as well? Or do I just have to go to the shops and buy some clothes every day?
It is specifically for at the average Joe, for normal people, because they need to feel special as well. People think, yes, we only dress celebrities and all the moguls. No, not always. It is specifically for people like you to feel loved and to feel the couture when you have it on.
Well, speaking about that, can I tell you, Deon, I am a fiancé and I'm hoping to get married at some point, all right? We're taking our time, but I definitely know that dressmaking is part of the process as well. It's the excitement, the aunties get involved and all the women in the family. So if I came to you with my dreams and desires, how does that process even happen? How does it work?
I think most people don't understand the entire process. So make an appointment and go fit on dresses, but also don't overdo it. What I say is Google, make that top search of the 3 places that you like or the designers, go only to those, and then obviously word of mouth, and then you know, the 5-star rate on the Google. That goes a long way. So don't go and try on 100 dresses. Go to 3 places and that's it. And also do a little bit of research as well. But trust the process. That's what I'm saying, because you are going to a professional. Some brides is a little bit of, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want that. Okay, but you must trust the process, because a wedding dress, it's much different than the everyday wear that we are wearing.
And you don't want it to be the everyday wear. It's your day. You want to stand out and look absolutely stunning.
Like 90% of the time they come to me and say, I don't want any beads, I don't want any lace, and the dress they choose at the end is completely different and the opposite of what they want.
And sometimes you just got to trust the expert, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't wear dresses every day, but you deal with them more often than we do. Well, let's continue to talk about fashion trends coming up. This changing season, the weather is going to get a bit warmer. Yesterday I wore green, today you're wearing green. Is that a prediction coming up? What is happening spring-summer 2024?
Spring, summer, we are looking, the color of the year is obviously like a apricot fuzz, but all then the colors and the Pantos on that. And you are looking at olives and also sheer whites for girls. So yeah.
That's stunning.
Very, very pastel-y colors, little bit of oversized look going on for men as well.
Okay,
across the
speaking
board.
about men, skinny jeans, yes or no? Tell us right now.
It's a no if you are on the trend set.
Okay.
But it's still in, but the oversizing and taking a little bit of a front seat at the moment.
Well, if you see what Dion is wearing right now, this is the kind of pants every man should have in their wardrobe because you look absolutely great. And thank you for continuing to inspire and just inspiring yourself too to continue on your journey. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Dion.
Appreciate
And maybe I'll get you to do my wedding dress. We'll see, we'll see. Well, we need to get back to what's happening on your Feel Good Breakfast show and cooking the difference with Maggie in particular with Mzansi's Search Test Kitchen. Let's see what that's about.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And my lovely, have you ever had a dream of becoming a cook professionally? Well, that dream could become a reality with Maggie and Mzansi Test Kitchen. It is something we're about to learn about, but this is why we've got Mule Setati, who is going to be taking us through a Maggie noodle stir-fry deliciously. And of course, we're going to be hearing about how Maggie is revolutionizing the culinary world, along with how they are empowering aspiring cooks to elevate their skills, as well as, of course, elevate their career prospects. Everybody, let's welcome Mule, please. My beautiful Mule, how are you?
I'm good. Are you gorgeous?
I'm amazing, thank you, my lovely. So what are you going to be taking us through exactly, my
So I'm
lovely?
going to be taking you through a chow mein with a difference, under budget.
Yes! Mule, let's get cooking.
Let's get into it.
So tell me, my love, what does it mean to you to cook the difference with Maggie?
Cooking the difference for me is using ingredients such as Maggie noodles to make a meal that you never thought you could, with something as simple as home as noodles, a few vegetables that you have in your fridge, some pantry staples that you thought couldn't do much, but they can actually turn a meal into magic.
It was Maggie that kind of made me, feel like I was a chef. When you're like 9, 10 years old and you can't do much, this is also just the perfect thing for you because it's safe.
Right?
Yes. And you feel like a chef because you're able to experiment so much. You know what I mean?
That's the first thing I taught my son was how to make noodles.
Aww.
So they like waking up at like 5 in the morning.
Yes.
You guys learn how to make noodles. Noodles are a great way if you want to teach your kids how to start cooking for the family. A great way to just begin with that. So we're going to add the chicken in.
Okay.
So I've added garlic just so that it can give our chicken flavor. And because it's a stir fry, your heat and temperature of the actual pan needs to be quite hot.
Yes.
Just so that it seasons and gets the browning on the meat.
Yes. And of course, I know that there's a lot of different things that are coming up in terms of events. And malls and all these great things. What's going on?
If you want to become, I guess, where we are right now, you can go online, create a recipe, and then post it.
Oh, wow.
Post it up on Instagram, tag Maggie, hashtag make the difference, or you can actually go to the mall.
Oh, yes, because of the mall activation.
Because of the mall activation.
Yes.
You can go to the mall, make a meal there, show us what you can do in the kitchen, and then you could become a chef.
Yeah, I like that.
I have a surprise for you.
There's a surprise. I like surprises.
Do you know how to pronounce this?
Worcester.
Worcester sauce.
Who is it? It's Worcester.
Worcestershire, Jermaine.
Oh, no,
But I bought
Tommy.
something new for you.
How do you not like spicy food?
You like spicy food?
I love spicy food.
We're going to add that in
goodness.
here. So they're also going to be coming out with a hot flavor of the Worcestershire sauce. Okay, now we can put our chicken aside.
Okay.
Do you mind just
of course.
giving me a plate?
Yeah, of course, I got you.
So we've got nice, sweet, juicy chicken. Nice
It looks
and
so
sticky.
yum.
And then we're going to hop onto our vegetables now.
Yes.
We're going to use the same pan.
Yeah.
Because it's got all of those flavors already in there.
Of
Go in with the
course.
garlic again.
I like it. And honestly, I feel like you're a great chef because you make everything look so easy.
So we've got cabbage, carrots.
Nice. And can I move these off of the...
Yes, now we can take those off. I think 3 minutes is done. Then we're going to add those into our chow mein later.
And they look so delicious.
I think this is really cool for people to enter if they do love cooking.
And one of my favorite things is the fact that like one of the prizes is an actual like SETA course.
It's a pretty cool opportunity.
It really is. And also another thing is it's so easy to enter.
Perfectly easy to
Yeah.
enter. So you cook the same way that we're doing. You take a phone, selfie, khatla, khatla. Everyone's always on their phones now.
Yes.
And then you hashtag Maggie Cook the Difference and hashtag Maggie and you.
Oh, I love that. And if I want to go in person, like you had mentioned earlier on,
go to one of the malls where they're activating. So I've been to one of the malls recently and I really enjoyed it. There were kids there who were enjoying the noodles and we're cooking together. But there are 3 malls that you can go to. It's Eastgate Mall in Joburg, Tiger Valley in Cape Town, and Gateway in Durban.
Beautiful. I'm adding the sauce, Emna. I am the sauce adder. Thank you. I got you.
Just a little bit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So it's
little by little.
Perfect. We can stop.
Okay. Beautiful.
And then you are going to grab the noodles.
Ooh.
Let's do it together.
Yay.
Oh.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Makes the dream work.
Cooking the difference indeed. This is the difference, Nana. I love it. Oh my goodness, it looks ready to eat.
It looks filling. All you need to do is clean up the pan and you put it in the middle of a dinner table with your family and eat, right? I think we've always had the perception that noodles are for students.
Yes.
Does this look...
No.
No.
I never ate anything like this when I was a student, okay? So I'm ready. Here I am with my bowl.
She's already ready to go.
I was about to say, Mula didn't even call me. I'm ready. I'm so excited.
Perfect. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Delicious. Just a tip for anyone who is entering the competition, make sure your dishes look beautiful. So we've got color there, we've got the sauce. We're going to finish it off with some chili garlic sauce. And that's it.
It's time to taste.
Voila.
I'm so excited. Okay, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here's to a delicious Maggie noodle stir fry. All right, here we go. Mmm. It is so yum. Did I not tell you? Exactly.
And you made this. You're a chef.
Babe, tell everybody, okay? And the thing is, if you want to be a Maggie brand partner, it is so easy for you because Maggie and Mzansi Test Kitchen, they got you. All you gotta do is visit a mall near you, and my friend, just like that, you could possibly be winning not only the opportunity to become a brand partner, but also upskilling yourself as well as getting that SETA accredited course. It is incredible, it is amazing, but also, here's some more details just so you can do just that.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of SETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 Rand, plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 Rand. Competition runs 7th of August to the 15th of September. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
I love it. So we're going to turn the tables on one of the greats, Thulisizwe Simelane, who is, of course, the incredible host of SAFM's The Morning Brief, and we're going to ask her the questions this morning. Then in just a moment, I cannot wait. We have got Sue Kingma, an incredible horticulturalist here, who is responsible, I think, in part for transforming the landscape of South Africa. And how are we going to do that this morning? Well, we are turning these guys, milk cartons, into herb gardens and a whole lot more. Stick around.
Be a handy hero this spring and stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand cash from Plascon. To enter, tell us what Plascon product you purchased this spring and include hashtag PlasconSA. Enter by replying to Expresso's competition post on Facebook, X or Instagram, or WhatsApp your entry to 084 368 1603. Remember to keep your proof of purchase. Competition closes 27th of September at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Easier said than done. Oh, welcome back, you beauties. We're going to bring things, I want to say, back to our home space, but kind of outside our home space. We're wrapping up the week with a little bit of DIY magic and some eco-friendly creativity, ticking all our boxes. Today, we are joined by the incredible Sue Kingma, who's here to show us how we can upcycle our used milk cartons into some charming and very useful herb planters. So whether you're a gardening newbie or a very seasoned green thumb, the project is perfect for adding a fresh touch of green to your kitchen, and it's a great way to reduce waste while growing your very own herbs. I've got 2 young kids, Sue. For me, this is ideal. It's kind of like a do-it-yourself project, an art project, a greening project, an exercise in sustainability, pretty much what you do every day. So first of all, I've got to ask you, Zero to Landfill. What is this organization? Because your footprint is astounding.
It is a not-for-profit based in Mowbray. We work with recycling everything we can possibly recycle, including e-waste, things that other people don't do. And part of that is garden waste and kitchen waste, and that is chipped to make compost for our farmers. And Zero to Landfill works with Cork, the organization for community organisation and resource centre, and they are funded by the President's Fund and by the Industrial Development Corporation. And we work with farmers who grow in grow bags. We've got 10 hubs in the Western Cape and 49 in the whole of South Africa, and we are in the process of commercialising them. So if you want to buy veg in the area near Mowbray, you go onto Zero to Landfill website and you can buy veg.
So if you want to invest in the future, you go onto that platform. I love it. So we're going to be creating some relatively easy little herb planters. So what are the best herbs to approach a project like this with?
You can use oregano, chives, sage. I've got sage here. I've got Italian flat-leaf parsley. This is spring onion. We've got lettuce over there. You can go into your salad herbs, salad veg as well. There's quite a range. You can do your chili as long.
Oh, yes, please.
And you can grow on your windowsill as long as you have a sunny windowsill. And you need 20 centimetre depth for a herb, and this is almost 20 centimetre. It's perfect.
It's ideal. It's almost like it was made for it. And I suppose you start to see these kind of synchronicities in things because you are kind of the ultimate upcycler. You must look at things differently. As soon as you buy something, you must like, oh, I bet you I could turn this into a plant. I bet you I could turn it.
Of course.
I love it. When you start to see the impact of these gardens on the communities that are being empowered, awoken through them, what is that experience like? What is the impact of the work you've been doing?
It's amazing to see the mamas and the way they respond. Most of the farmers are ladies. We normally have an older lady in charge, often paired with a younger gentleman, and they work together. And the smiles on the faces. We worked with the one group building a fence with 20 people, and they had to dig holes in clay at the top of Stellenbosch Hill, and it was amazing. You just saw these poles going down the hill and one after the other into their place, and they were so proud of it that they were building their own farm fence.
I love it. Take a look at what you have done. In all of about 30 seconds, we have created a beautiful little herb garden by purely upcycling something that most of us probably have in our kitchen right now. Now, I think transforming these used milk cartons into charming little herb planters not only obviously gives our garden a unique touch, or whatever windowsill becomes their home, but also promotes sustainability and an idea of sustainability that is beautiful to translate to your kids in this way so they really understand it. I think Clover has been a household name for so long now. I think known for its commitment to quality and that trust. And Clover's Long Life Milk not only delivers that same excellence with every pour, but also now provides durable packaging that can be upcycled into charming garden planters. I know as I say this, there are probably creche owners going, we've been using them for years, yo, they are perfect. But I love how they are so perfectly designed for, upstanding and also on the side. So what are you doing now?
I'm planting some seeds. We can do your clover milk carton sideways. You must make sure there's a hole underneath. I've made holes underneath with my scissors.
So it can drain effectively.
It must be able to
sure.
drain because all roots need air. And then I'm going to put a little bit of compost on top. You don't need much. Basically, your seed is whatever size it is, it's that size, the same amount of soil 3 times above it.
Okay, 3
So you
times
don't
the
put,
size of the seed. Okay.
Yeah, so you don't put a lot on a spinach seed, but you will put a little bit. And then I always put a label, either
brilliant.
the seed packet itself, or I take from a milk carton one section and I write the name on it. And I stick that on the label.
Absolutely beautiful. Very quickly, Sue, how can people reach you if they want to invest, if they want to buy, if they want to create with this incredible organization? What's the best way to make contact?
You can go onto our website, zerotolandfill.co.za, and the people, communities that are near Mowbray, Observatory, Rondebosch, etc., you're welcome to buy vegetables. Our farmers are keen to sell.
They are ready and they are empowered. Sue, thank you so much. I love this. On every level, something groundbreaking, excuse the pun, is being done. But for a project for you to start right now to play your part, this is plug and play. Literally, look at it, designed for it. Absolutely gorgeous.
I definitely want to be making my own herbs too. I hope that I can join them in just a bit, but we're going to continue to explore our creative side with some more DIY. Now, we welcome back another episode of our Handy Hero series. It's a tribute to the wealth of knowledge found in our local hardware and paint stores. And today's store experts set out to unveil their top Plascon selections and also share their priceless painting expertise. Now, we're visiting the Handy Heroes from Southgate out in Jersey. Let's see what they've got for us.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Hyperpaint in Southgate.
Hyperpaint has been a key player in the paint and hardware industry for over 40 years. As a family-owned business, we have 8 stores and we offer delivery anywhere in South Africa via our online store, providing a wide range of quality products and excellent service.
What makes Hyperpaint the best hardware store in South Africa is our commitment to excellence. We offer our best customer service to any contractors, professional painter, or seasonal DIY. We pride ourselves in offering our customers a high-quality product, expert advice, and competitive prices.
Hyperpaint is the best store in South Africa to buy Plascon products because of our comprehensive range and expertise. I have many Plascon favorite products, ranging from the decorative Trade Pro to the industrial SABS road marking to the versatile SNK 10 that can be used on aluminium surfaces and jet masters and other various places.
My DIY motto is a fresh coat of paint is the most affordable and easiest way to transform any room.
Ensure that your surfaces are clean, dust-free and dry, so that your paint can look perfect on the walls.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. Together, we've got this.
I think I get it now, because, and granted, my DIY projects are not massive. I'm not repainting houses or anything like that. But if I put up a poll, I'm like, I am a hero. I did it. I'm the man I supplied for my family. But there is something about it that we really do feel like that. So when we've got someone in our corner to help us actually get the job done, we love you. Thank you. Paint on, Handy Heroes.
Yes, please do that. Let's color the world with Plascon and turn every DIY dream into a vibrant reality. Speaking about vibrancy, it is a Friday, and we're bringing you all of that, especially in the form of Zanele. Hi, girl.
When the cracks start to show, our strength and resilience is legendary. Micatex, strong enough to endure anything.
Oh, man, I have the best Cape Town family. Talking about me being vibrant, get out of here. You guys are all the energy I need on a beautiful Friday morning. But Expresso family, having you with us, that's always our highlight, which is why we keep things going, we keep them flowing. And coming on up, we are in fact going to be hearing about an absolutely incredible story from yet another beautiful lady from Absa. It is all about leadership. And as we wrap up Women's Month, I think we're doing so the best way here on Expresso. And then, have you heard about the morning brief on SAFM? Well, my friend, it is because it is brand new, and we're about to hear from the host himself what exactly we can expect from the 2nd of September. I'm talking about none other than Thulasizwe Simelane. Stick around for it. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back on the other side of this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Expresso family, it's so good to be with you, especially when we get to host the best in the business. I am talking about somebody who has been a voice of so many in journalism in South Africa and has been leading some of the most important conversations over the last 2 decades. My friend, he is someone who has not just compelling insights, but such interesting views, and more than anything else, he allows for the truth to be told in the best way possible. And now he is at the helm of the morning brief on SAFM, and he is the man who is going to be leading the conversations in South Africa when we talk about you tuning into SAFM and being a part of those conversations. Everybody, please welcome to Expresso. It is Thulasizwe Simelane. Leadership.
I've never been introduced like that. Thank you, Zanelle.
I love that. It's not just me, it's the team, okay?
Yeah.
Thulasizwe, how are you?
I'm very well. Excited about Monday. The day is finally here.
It's
getting real.
The 2nd of September is a big one.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, you know what, this is such a beautiful culmination of so many things that have happened in your career. And I feel like it's so right that you are the person who's going to be taking over. But I have to ask you, why did you decide that this was the time to do it?
Well, you don't know how right you are about what you're saying about the culmination of so much that has happened in my career. I can safely say, Zanelle, this is my dream job. I started at SAFM as a producer.
Oh, my word.
In fact, I say to people that growing up, I knew I wanted to be on the radio, but had no really clear idea of what it was that I wanted to do on the radio. But as I did journalism and media studies at Rhodes University, it was through SAFM that it started to crystallize that actually this is what I want to be doing. And so I've been watching the people that have sat on that anchor's chair since I was 19, man. And you said 2 decades. Makes me sound a bit old.
You don't look a day over 30, Thulasizwe.
Thank you.
But I have to ask you then, because of, all of these things that have happened, and congratulations again on it, because I think it's so beautiful.
Sure.
Being trusted by the SABC,
Yes.
being trusted by the nation when Thulasizwe.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But what do you think it is in terms of your experience that made you perfect for this job?
I think because I believe in radio, the medium itself. I'm one of those weird people who, when I was at varsity, people were choosing all these streams. So at Rhodes back then, they made you choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
People were choosing the glamorous streams. TV,
I was going to say, are you
people like you?
firing shots at me to last season? Yes.
Radio was always my thing.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I would be romantic about radio. I used to write poems about radio, and I believe in the intimacy of the medium.
Yes.
That you're talking to people nationally when you are on SAFM. It's a platform we've got to take very seriously. Right now, we're talking about a national dialogue. Well, the national dialogue can be heard on a daily basis on SAFM. And so that's really what I look forward to and what makes this role right now so critical for me.
Come on. And I definitely know you're going to be playing such a critical part in people's lives because they need to wake up in the morning. They need to hear about the current affairs.
I need to wake up in the morning.
Please make sure you wake up to Lasizwe so that we can wake up as well, Batung.
It's never been a struggle. I hope it doesn't start now.
No, definitely not. This is why we're trusting you. But I want to know, obviously we wake up and we're like, cool, SAFM, current affairs. What else can we expect from the show, The Morning Brief?
So the way I've framed it in my head is that the words of Mao Zedong, let 100 schools of thought contend. Let 100 flowers bloom. In this country, it's very easy to shut out the people that you don't want to hear, the people whose worldview you do not agree with. And I've experienced quite a lot of that in my background as well, as some of the work that I've done. This should be the platform where 100 schools of thought contend. I look forward to engaging with listeners, not just in the metropolitan areas, but beyond. Just hearing what their perspectives are, what pains them, what excites them, what are their hopes and aspirations. I will also be engaging them quite a bit because I am that kind of person. I don't want to listen to you and then say, all right, thank you for calling, let's move to the next caller. No, I need you to feel that I was listening and I was engaging with what you were saying, and therefore I will be engaging my listeners quite a bit.
Beautiful. Well, Thulasizwe, we cannot wait for you to engage us from the 2nd of September on SAFM. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Lanen. Thank you. Thank you for hosting me.
Of course. His name is Thulasizwe Simelane, and my friend, you can get excited because from the 2nd of September, he is going to be at the helm of the Morning Brief on SAFM, and it is going to be absolutely incredible. As you already heard, we're going to be engaged, we're going to be informed, and we're going to be having a great time. Just 100% being at the top of our current affairs and a whole lot more. Make sure you tune in. Right about now, you need to make sure you stay tuned on Expresso because we still got a whole lot more coming up. But for now, Carissa's standing by with the news headlines.
Thank you so much, Zanele. And can I just say from one radio host to another, huge congratulations to Thulasizwe. Can't wait for that, the 2nd of September. For now, though, we head into your national news for the final time this morning. And maybe some bad news, because despite budget cuts, the Western Cape Education Department faces a 3.8 billion rand shortfall over the next 3 years, forcing it to cut over 2,400 teaching posts. The South African Democratic Teachers Union, or SATU, strongly rejected the proposal, stating that poor working class communities will suffer the most. SATU also warned that overcrowded classrooms will impact teacher well-being and increase disciplinary issues. Provincial Education MEC David Mania assured that schools' individual circumstances will be considered when determining teacher allocations, aiming to minimize the impact. Now, sticking with national news, unfortunately, still some bad news on the potato front, where prices for potatoes are set to soar due to a crop shortage caused by black frost in July, which devastated large areas in Limpopo, the country's top potato producer. Prices for potatoes and frozen chips are expected to rise significantly through September, with a 10-kilogram pocket potentially reaching between 180 to 200 rand. The frost also impacted other crops in Limpopo, including citrus, pawpaws, pecan nuts, tomatoes and corn. The agricultural sector is bracing for the ripple effects of this cold snap. Now, looking further afield in your international news, Cameroon's Cocoa and Coffee Association has signed agreements with 6 exports to develop a platform that will provide plantation location data, aligning with a new EU regulation on deforestation-free products. The EU is Cameroon's largest market, receiving about 80% of its cocoa bean exports. Starting later this year, the EU will not accept cocoa or other products produced on deforested or degraded land after 2021. In line with international commitments. The regulation aims to ensure sustainable resourcing as well as protect ecosystems. The Israeli army reports that 5 armed members of a militant group hiding in a mosque were killed during the second day of the anti-terrorist operation in the West Bank. The operation, which began yesterday, has already resulted in at least 9 deaths and damage to homes and civilian infrastructure. Now, this is Israel's largest military action in the West Bank since the Second Palestinian Intifada nearly 2 decades ago. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres condemned the loss of life and urged Israel to halt the operation immediately. Now we close off with this one, where the Durban, Virginia Air Show, winners of the 2023's Air Show of the Year, boast a 57-year legacy of thrilling spectators with breathtaking aerial acrobatics. This year's event, which takes place tomorrow, promises to be an unforgettable one, featuring the South African Air Force, 5-time aerobatics champion Patrick Davidson, the Marksmen Aerobatic Team, and the incredible Juba Jabert with his aerobatic helicopter display. Aviation legend Scully Levin will also showcase his talents. Beyond the sky-high excitement, the day does offer groundbreaking exhibits, a vibrant market, and delicious food and refreshments for all to enjoy, with activities for all ages. It's the perfect family outing, so don't miss the action tomorrow. Gates do open at 8:30 a.m. for a day of pure adrenaline. And let's see if that adrenaline still carries through with your final sports for today. Here's Graham with the latest.
Oh, girl, you know it does. Why? Look at that beautiful face. He is back on home soil. UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis arrived at OR Tambo International Airport early yesterday. That was after, of course, defending his title against Israel Adesanya and doing it in style. Speaking to the local media, du Plessis described the August 17 showdown as tough, and we can concur, crediting his 4th-round submission win to his perseverance. And I think a lifetime of building the skill to be able to take that moment. Du Plessis, who has now won 10 consecutive fights on the bounce, expressed his gratitude for the overwhelming fan support, calling it, quote, unbelievable and a dream come true. Well, it's been a dream for us as well. Thank you, my friend. Welcome home. Now let's turn to the Champions League, and plenty to get excited about in the revamped Champions League format. Holders Real Madrid will face Liverpool away and then host Borussia Dortmund, echoing last season's final. That's how we start things. So the new structure sees 36 teams in a single league now, each playing 8 different opponents. I love this approach. Liverpool, they return to the competition. They'll also encounter Milan and then debutants Girona, while fans, of course, eagerly anticipating a clash with Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, now managed by ex-Liverpool star Xabi Alonso. An incredible stage set there as well. Likewise for the test tomorrow. Former All Blacks captain Sam Cane is set to make his first test start, in fact, since the Rugby World Cup final lost last year, obviously to the Springboks. So Cane, who was the first player ever sent off in a Rugby World Cup final, that was after his high tackle on Jesse Creel, will now don the number 7 jersey once again as he faces the Springboks. All Blacks head coach Scotty Robinson, also in his first outing against the Boks, he has selected Cane at open side flanker, obviously filling in for the injured Dalton Papalai. And an incredible team on both sides of young players looking to make their mark. Now we turn to tennis, and Carlos Alcaraz, the world number 3 and 2022 US Open champion. He was ousted in a shocking second-round upset by Dutch world number 74 ranked Botic van der Zandschulp. I've never said his name on air before, and there is a reason why. So Alcaraz, who was aiming to compete a rare French Open, Wimbledon and US Open treble, which doesn't happen very often, he fell 6-1, 7-5, 6-4, just couldn't steady the ship again. And this defeat marks the earliest Grand Slam exit for the player since Wimbledon 2021. everyone needs a humbling experience every now and then. I'm not going to gloat for too long because, of course, the Boks are playing the All Blacks tomorrow. So keep those predictions coming on all of our social media platforms. But that's a wrap of your sport. Let's get the weather.
I forgot about it. Taking a look at your weather today, there are high fire risk alerts for Northwest and Northern Cape. Johannesburg warns of fire risk as well this weekend. The South African Weather Service has issued only one warning for today. High fire conditions are expected over western parts of the Northwest Province and David Crape and Kai Gerib district in the Northern Cape. Meanwhile, the Johannesburg Emergency Services have appealed to residents to be careful when using heating devices this coming weekend to prevent fires from breaking out. The Weather Service has warned that a cold front is currently moving over the southern parts of the country and will result in cold conditions in large parts of the country from tomorrow. Emergency services will be on high alert this weekend to respond to any emergencies, though. With that being said, we absolutely love it when you come through on the WhatsApp line 063-408-8863. What does your sunrise view look like? And oh my goodness, please look at this. Absolutely stunning. Shannon from Queensbury, I love it. Queensbury Bay, you are represented by the best. Shannon, I want to give you an award. Absolutely gorgeous. If you have not sent yours through as yet, you know what to do. WhatsApp line 063-408-8863. With that being said, let's jump on into the temperatures for today.
You can feel the weekend's begun. I think every now and then we both just like, just drift off into this beautiful land.
Over here.
And pictures like this aren't helping. Look at that.
I want to take a dip.
I know, it looks cold. It does look cold, but it looks beautiful. I love that.
done.
Well, you can maybe record yourself doing a crazy naked run into the ocean when you win yourself millions, because there are millions up for grabs. So let's put it in perspective. Since Ituba became the official operator of the National Lottery, and that was back in 2015, the National Lottery keeps creating winners with over 29 billion rand in total payouts right now.
I mean, they can give me 1 milli. They won't miss that. And if you also want a milli, you have to play, right? Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 88 million rand in total estimated jackpots this Friday. What a way to welcome in the weekend. And there's so many ways that you can actually get involved.
88 million, come on. You can buy your tickets in store today with a smile on your face, get the good karma going. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. That's their website. You can use their mobile app. You can purchase through your cell phone banking app. Generally, there's a little drop down there, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# for the USSD. Easy peasy.
I love that. Definitely easy peasy lemon squeezy. All these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so do go and check them out today. Panda Pusher Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for, listen to this, 88 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. And I think that you could hit it lucky, all right? It's a lot of millions. It could be yours.
Could be yours. So, you know, sometimes you've got to go the extra mile to ingratiate yourself to your fellow colleagues. Now, in our space, we owe the people we work with so much. So I'm going to take a moment on the other side of the break to just say thank you to some of the incredible women that work here. Yes, we are celebrating women during Women's Month, but this isn't a Women's Month thing. This is an everyday thing. Say thank you to the amazing people in your life, and I'm going to try to do that in a moment.
Oh, I love that. Speaking about women as well, Tuela Mtantla is somebody that we want to celebrate. Her story of incredible leadership is something that we have to lead with on this Friday.
Sure.
So on the other side of this, we can't wait to see what Graham's got and also what she's got for you.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show here on S3. And this morning, we're wrapping up Women's Month with a bang, baby. I'm talking about the fact that Absa is all about putting the ladies at the forefront. And one such leader that is doing absolutely incredible things, I am talking about none other than Chuela Mhlantla. She is, of course, the Managing Executive for Integrated Channels at Absa. And my friend, we're here to hear about her story because it does matter, but also because she's an incredible example. Chuela, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Anela. How are you doing?
Amazing, thank you. Chuela, I want to start off with you and just, pretty much deciding that you were going to study an LLB, right? But then you go into finance. What happened there? Balance me.
Actually, I studied maths and physics in high school.
Okay.
And I did very well.
Yes.
The plan was to go and study physiotherapy.
Oh, wow.
And I landed up in the wrong queue. You can imagine an 18-year-old in a new province, never been out of the Limpopo province.
Yes.
And here I am, queues everywhere.
Oh.
And when I arrive at the registration, oopsie, it's not the right area, but the law faculty was open. And I thought, what the heck?
Chuela!
I processed. I promise you, when I came back with my half-year results, my dad was like, but you were studying physiotherapy. Why am I seeing legal courses here? Well, I registered for LLB. In fact, I started with BUris. LLB was my second degree.
Oh my word, that's so funny, Chuela. You literally went, what's the closest faculty? Yeah, let's just go in there.
I was in the wrong queue.
Oh my goodness.
I was in the wrong queue.
But this is a really beautiful story because I feel like it led you to exactly where you need to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's very point, right? Because physics and maths in high school was not really my first choice. It was parents' ambition. You know how we grow up. And I did the parents' ambition. But I think legal was really, really my strong point.
Wow.
But then maybe my life is about happenings that are happening.
Yeah.
Because yes, I did study legal, and I started off with roles that were in that kind of field. But then I ended up in the finance world. I suppose the balance of legal and the maths and physics somehow created something that is incredible for me. So no regrets at all. I'm quite excited in the journey that I've been so far.
Yes, and it gives you that edge actually, if you think about it.
Absolutely.
And with that being said, can I also just share with you? I studied physics and maths as well, and biology. But here I am on Expresso.
Absolutely.
Life works out the way it does.
There's inherent talent in us. And I think that's something that people have to almost like try and find out who's the real you. What are you really good at? And harness that. And sometimes we don't know it off ground. It just happens as you go along.
100%.
I'm that case.
And of course, with you talking about how you've just loved your journey, there's always the ups and downs.
Absolutely.
Speak to us about the downs. What are some challenges that you believe really made you the person that you are today that you faced?
Look, my parents were both professionals, so the homestead was always one about education. We 5 in the family, but grew 10 because my parents always had, cousins, families, and all that.
Yes.
So, and I believe that shaped me in creating resilience in my life. I grew up knowing how to share and being able to be accommodative to people outside my natural environment. So I think when I grew into the career, particularly changing from the predominantly legal field and going into finance, you have to learn something. You have to start somewhere. So there has been a lot of, journeys in my path where I didn't do really that good. I doubted myself, particularly when I joined the finance. It was always that nagging thing that I didn't study finance. It's like almost you must be an accountant to be doing this. You can't just come here. So inherently, I felt like I'm inadequate in doing what I'm supposed to do. And it was always that noise behind your, you try to do something, you feel like, is that right?
Almost imposter syndrome.
Absolutely. Did I do right? Did I say the right thing? Is it how it's supposed to be narrated?
Yeah.
But, with coaches, mentors, and people that just hold you through the journey, you become something else.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to note when you are in the deep end.
Yeah.
And you don't try to just pedal yourself out of the water.
Yes.
And ask for help.
Almost awareness, if you will.
Absolutely. Personal awareness is great.
Yes. Well, look at you now, Miss Managing Executive. Thank you very much. Forget about those doubts. But of course, now you've shown that it is possible to, yes, be a leader in your career, but also to be a mom on top of that and everything else. How do you balance it?
Zanele, there's no such thing as balance.
I also say the same thing.
There's no and I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. There's no such thing as balance. You can't have your life in an equilibrium.
Yes.
It's impossible. You're gonna have to be forgiving to yourself and allow yourself to do certain things. It almost like compactualize your life, if you may.
Yeah.
I'm a mother of two, 25-year-old and a 15-year-old.
Oh, wow.
So the 10-year gap was me trying to be this professional and trying to just be that person until I realized that, you know what, I actually, if it was according to me, I would have had 4 kids because I love babies.
Yeah.
But here I am with 2 because at some point in my life, I thought career was everything.
Yeah.
Husband of 29 years. So balance is not something that comes naturally. You have to be when you are at work. My team will tell you, I go full out. I'm here now.
Yes.
I'll give this full out.
And we
that's what we are doing, that, right?
Yes.
When I'm with my kids, you'll think that I'm crazy because if they want me to just jump, in fact, when I got my first promotion, a senior promotion, I came back home, my family was waiting. I just said to them, they must wait for me. And I walked there.
Yes.
They didn't know what it was. And all this time, they've always wanted me to do something crazy. And my husband was waiting, my daughter was there, my son was not born yet.
Yes.
I had another daughter that I was raising, she's quite a young adult now. And I jumped into the pool. And they were like, what's happening? Suit and everything. I just jumped into the pool. And they're like, what's happening? I said, I've got a promotion.
Juela, we love it for you. Thank you for the incredible woman that you are.
Absolutely.
Because you're allowing other women to be promoted as well.
Absolutely.
And congratulations on everything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zanila. Appreciate.
Oh, my goodness. Do you see what I said about us ending off the month of August on a high with absolutely incredible women from Absa who are leading such amazing, amazing portfolios and a whole lot more. And my friend, it does not stop here. You got to stick around for it because we continue to celebrate ladies from Absa.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.
What a beautiful story of inspiration. Speaking about on a high note, that does, of course, continue because life is a collection of treasured moments shared with our loved ones, and every one of them deserves to shine so incredibly bright. So in honor of Women's Month, Graham hosted a high tea to celebrate a few of his incredible colleagues. Some of them you might even recognize. Let's take a look at this.
It's all coming together perfectly. So as we celebrate Women's Month, I think it's important that we don't only recognize those incredible women in our homes, but also those that, I suppose, create that home for us outside, those that maybe make our work life so much easier. So today we're turning the tables. I'm actually going to do some cooking and prepare a little high tea for some very special women.
To be celebrated as a woman in this environment, it says a lot about the type of environment that you're in and the work that you are doing and the value that you're adding.
It's a man's world, as they say, but being women and being in the industry also, it's exciting, man, and being celebrated, it just shows that we are seen and people do acknowledge and they see what we do in the industry because we do make a difference.
I'm very excited for Graham to host the high tea because I'm forever seeing him in the kitchen very comfortable. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all comes together.
I am just truly so excited to be having a high tea with Graham. I heard that he will be in the kitchen, so I'm super stoked to see what he's gonna prepare for us because I know it will be scrumptious.
The ladies are almost here. Time now to put the final touches. And that final touch for me doesn't get much better than some Cape Malay Sisters. As we sit literally in the shadow of Table Mountain here, it's amazing how much of Cape Town's history has been translated to me by the incredible women, the custodians of this culture. Now we just combine everything together, and the kind of dough we're looking for, if you've had a bit of experience in the kitchen, it probably tends more towards the donut. So once we've turned our proven dough into smaller little bolletjies that we can throw into the oil, we are ready to rock and roll. And the final piece of the puzzle, we place our kusisters into our syrup. Some water and sugar mixed together, and we leave it in there for about 20 minutes to really soak up those flavors. This looks like an absolute nightmare. I think I need to do some tidying up before the girls get here. I think most of us love our dishwashers for the convenience. I mean, you just put the dishes in, you press a button, and you walk away. But for me, there's a lot more involved here, and it stems from the efficiency. I think modern dishwashers are designed to be more energy and water efficient. In fact, most of the modern machines will have an energy-saving mode built in that will save you a lot of money in the long run when it comes to electricity. They also use a lot less water than conventional hand washing does. Now, using your Sunlight Extra Power, even easier. In fact, it makes the process so much simpler because it's so powerful, it does all the work for you. You might be tempted to want to remove the nifty little hydro film. Don't. You just place it inside the dispenser, close, lock up, and go. Welcome to this very special little space. Thank you so much for me. Tuck in, please. So ladies, happy Women's Month. I hope you feel very special today. And I hope that the food we provide is going to do the job. I even made kusisters for you guys today.
Graham, kumpa PCR milk tati sentati.
Okay, yeah. You know, one thing I love about our team is that the joke starts not with us on air. Generally, I'll hear the laughter coming through my earpiece from the control room, and I know something funny is happening, and often I won't even know what's going on. What is that experience up there like?
So most of the time we'd actually be laughing at what you guys are doing. And you're not even aware because you are so fixed in your conversation with a guest. And we just like, yo, look at him go. Especially you.
But I've got to ask, because we obviously have the adrenaline, so it's a natural feeling of pressure. But you guys, you've just got to deal with it. How pressurized does it actually feel?
Most of the times it's very stressful because Lena wants everything done and there's time. You know, you don't have any more time left and you keep going and you keep going and everybody's like, great, stop! So, but at the end of the day, the work gets done.
But be honest, who is the one person? Just that one. I don't want four, I just want one. Who's constantly stressing us out, especially with time.
The reason why we're even here is because we deserve to be spoiled, because this man stresses us out.
Yep, it has to be me, right?
So Graham, who's doing the dishes?
I know normally I've got a team of people helping me clean and in fact helping me cook on the show. Not so today. I did have a little secret agent in the kitchen with me. And the proof is in the pudding. That's what I'm after. What I love about the Sunlight Extra Power automatic machine dishwashing tablets, they deliver.
So I know G. I want to know, how are the kusisters?
Chef's kiss.
Oh, God.
Hopefully there'll be nothing left by the end of today because they absolutely deserve it. I'm so glad this has come together so well. I think what people don't realize about this feel-good breakfast show team is it is the most collaborative space I have ever worked in. The energy that we have on air is purely a representation of the energy and the love that gets pumped in from everybody that works in this space. There is no doubt in my mind, this show would not happen were it not for the incredible women behind the scenes.
Wow, great.
I don't know how you're going to do me a dirty like that, girl. Come on, but it is so true. Absolutely everything they said is absolutely true. And I'm going to say it again. Thank you so, so much for just putting up with me.
You stress them out, Graham, every day. Can we actually just give them a round of applause? Because honestly, You guys upstairs are the real MVPs. But listen, so are you, because you stand the chance to win a Philips air fryer to the value of over 4,000 Rand. It's really simple to get it. Reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us this one thing.
So who are your inspiring friends that you'd invite for your very own high tea to celebrate Women's Month? And why? And I hope that's going to be the first step towards you actually doing it. Don't forget to include that hashtag entertaining with sunlight. That's going to qualify you for the competition, and then make sure you follow sunlight.za on Instagram and Facebook. This one closes the 1st of September at midnight, so not a huge amount of time, and it's a great prize. So make yours very, very good, and you can find all the T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
Oh, I love that. Well, we've got an inspiring person out in Josie. I'm a little bit jealous because why did you leave us, Clem? But good for you, Zanetta. You have someone great in your midst. Hello.
Yeah, honey, you should be jealous. Finally, Chef Clem, you came to see me.
And I'm staying here now. I stay in Joburg now.
Thank you. Exactly. By Cape Town, okay? With that being said, Expresso family, you don't want to go anywhere, okay? Saying bye is not what you got to do, because on the way, we're going to be having Amos, who is going to be talking about his brand new album, Impilo. And then Chef Clem, he's going to be showing us a delicious pasta napoletana.
Oh, look at you.
I'm
so Italian.
I'm Italian.
So Italian.
Can't go anywhere.
Win with the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and create your own unique recipe video for TikTok. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7. Repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover, made with love. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Can you just feel the weekend vibes? Can you smell them? Do you see the smoke that's in this kitchen? Why? It's because the very best is in the building. I'm talking about none other than Chef Clem. My love, Woolies always allows you to have the beautiful blessing of choice, huh? Because whether you want to cook from scratch, or you want to possibly just get a nice ready-made meal, they have it for you, and particularly on the nights that you're feeling like a little bit of Italiano. And this is why Chef Clem is guiding us through Napoletana. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you Chef Clem.
Wait, we Italian. There's a buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Oh, ciao bella.
Oh no, you're doing too much.
Oh, dear. Okay. Chef Clem, let's jump right into it. What are we doing here today?
First things first, we're going to do a beautiful pasta napoletana, which is tomato sauce based. So think of the tomato sauce as like a canvas, and you can add things to it, okay, to make it more.
Ooh, I like that.
Before, South Africa, before I started, they were like, Clem, you got to be quick today. 5 minutes, can you do it? Watch me.
He can. He's on the clock. We've got 5 minutes only, yes.
Beautiful olive oil, which is actually going to become part of that sauce, right? We're going to add a little bit of pasta water to it to emulsify it, make it thick. It's going to help stick to the pasta itself.
Yeah.
So keep pasta water, which I've got over here, okay? Olive oil's in the pan, super hot.
Yes.
It's supposed to be smoking.
I'm scared.
Don't worry. It's okay. Just take a step back.
Okay.
Step back. There we go.
Yes.
Have we got a fire extinguisher?
No, we don't.
Okay.
I'm joking with you, I promise. We're safe here.
All right.
Here we go.
Chicken goes in. Okay.
Yes.
Now your guests are like, ooh, 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 it's crackling. Then you're like,
woo! I said I was gonna scream.
Then they do that.
Happens.
But you must be cool, right? You must be cool. Like you do this every day. You do this every day, so
Can
you're
I
fine.
do it or not?
No, you must.
Okay.
Come.
Okay. Here we go. Are you ready, Mzansi?
Like a bit of a tip, little bit
Okay.
of a tip, and shake. We are professionals. We are professionals. Do not try this at home. Okay? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Okay, chicken's doing its thing. But it's fancy, right? It looks amazing. But also, when that smoke hits the chicken, when the fire hits the chicken, it gives a bit of a flavor.
Yeah.
So it actually goes into the sauce. So when you also do it, you kind of toss the chicken around so it cooks really quickly.
Yeah.
Remember that 5-minute time clock?
Yes.
Got you. Okay. Chicken's doing its thing. To that, we're going to add salt. Very, 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 very important.
Okay.
You have to season as you go. So salt goes in and season from a high.
Yeah.
From a high.
I love that.
So that way the salt kind of falls over everything, not just on one spot.
Love your
cool.
work.
Now, let's talk about chili. If you want like a backup singer, right?
Okay.
If you don't want the chili to be Beyonce in the front.
Oh, I get that. You want it to be like Kelly and Michelle. You're rude.
I stand by Michelle. I stand by Michelle. All right, Michelle. We all know Michelle was. Oh, never mind. This is our drama on a Friday.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what you're gonna do is you can break the chili.
Yes.
Boom and in. You're gonna get some of the. You're gonna get some of the flavor, but not all the heat. Okay. She's a background singer now.
I love that.
All right. Now do that. Garlic. Because if it's an Italian dish.
Why not garlic?
Exactly. So garlic goes in. The thing about garlic, if you want like an intense garlic flavor, chop it fine.
Nice.
If you just want the ambience, the atmosphere, the flavor, background notes, keep it nice and chunky, all right?
Yeah.
Texture. So there we go. Garlic's in there, chili's in there. What you're gonna do now, we're gonna come in with a tomato sauce.
Okay.
Super simple. Italian food's all about simplicity and the ingredients. That's what I love about Willie's.
Nice.
It's about the quality ingredients that you have.
Yeah.
And the little bit of effort, that's just you, the uniqueness of you. But the quality's in the ingredients.
It's in the can, baby.
It's
and
in.
You know what? Cape Town, I want to ask you, can you smell what the chef is cooking? Huh? Because this king right here, he's doing the things that smell so good.
It does, right? Now the tomatoes go in, and we're going to add a little bit of that pasta water.
Yeah.
Okay? Depending on how dry, how wet you want your sauce. But also, again, it's going to help stick to the pasta itself. So that pasta water, we cut some of it. And we're going with penne today. But rigatoni is good. Macaroni is good. Farfalle is good. Whatever pasta. Gnocchi would be amazing with this. So experiment with the pasta around at Willie's. Willie's have the selection. All of it. All of it.
I
and
like
it's amazing.
that.
So play around with it. So what you want now, you want the sauce to reduce slightly.
Yeah.
Again, you're kind of seeing how simple these ingredients are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was actually going to say, Chef Clem, I don't cook, so this looks like I can actually maybe do this. Do you know what I mean?
You can.
I love that.
You should.
Oh,
You must.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, and you have your Willie's rewards card.
Of course.
Okay.
Why
okay,
wouldn't
cool.
I?
It's because, I mean, you must.
Yes.
Right. This sauce is going to reduce slightly because I added that pasta water to it.
Yes.
We're going to add some of the actual pasta. And again, like I said, this is penne. Play around with it. Pick your favorite pasta. And
Love
we're going to
it.
let that sauce get into the pasta.
And Clem, while you do that, Cape Town, I have to ask you, my friends, you know, when it comes to cooking, which side are you? Cooking from scratch or you want a ready-made like me?
Oh, it depends on the day, honestly. I like a cooking from scratch moment, though, because the experience is like touch and go. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be absolutely inedible?
It doesn't matter. I could be making 2-minute noodles. I will take 4 hours to do it because I want to literally recreate and do it myself. No, the problem is we know too much now. Chef Clem has taught us too much. I want to emulate my king in the kitchen and try and do what he does because he makes it, look at that. He makes it look so ridiculously easy, Zanele.
It looks amazing as well. That's the thing. And also, this is why I'm saying, guys, I told you, I'm once a year in the kitchen now, but I look like I think I can actually do this.
You can.
Yes.
You can. Get the fire going. Do all of that. Do the extra bits, and your guests are going to be like standing ovation. Standing ovation.
So, as we wrap up, my friends, you know that you can be just like Chef Clem and have this deliciousness in your home with Woolies, and it's so easy. And Chef Clem,
you know, you must.
You are the Beyonce.
Can I do this again?
Of course.
Can I come back again?
I was going to say, Cape Town, say goodbye to Chef Clem. He's my best friend now. Thank you. Bye. Thanks. All right.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, Friday is within, my baby. There's so many good vibes, but you know what? One of the things I love most is how we are wrapping up Women's Month, and that, of course, is with Absa. They have been showing about the empowering ways in which women are, in fact, lifting each other up. But more than anything else, they are really saying that, ladies, we can do this, and they're an example of what it truly means to step into your purpose, but also be a leader. And this morning, we are joined by Absa's Group Managing Executive for Brand and Marketing at Absa. It is none other than Candace Thurston, and she's here to tell us all about how Absa's been celebrating Women's Month the best way. Everybody, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Candace, how are you, gorgeous?
I'm so good, and you, Zara?
Amazing.
Are you okay?
I'm great.
After the flames?
After the flames.
Okay, cool.
Candace, thank you for being worried about me. Oh. And the thing is, you do care, Candace. It is really one of the most beautiful things to see because, yes, you've been telling us that your story matters, right? But throughout Women's Month, Absa's been celebrating so incredibly. Tell us a little bit about it, please.
Sunil, it's just been such a beautiful month. And I think, you know, we always say that our purpose, and you know, is empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time. Yes. And the first place we started was really celebrating celebrating our colleagues. And you interviewed Chuela, which is such an inspirational woman within Absa, and her story just continues to inspire not only the colleagues in Absa, but the rest of South Africa. You know, 61% of our colleagues are women, with 39% sitting at board levels.
Wow.
So when we say we really focus on our colleagues, we love that. We also were really excited on Monday. We celebrated women in media and influencers, where we looked at women in business. We looked at our sponsorship of Queen Mojaji, where we interviewed the actresses that were there, and we just shared amazing stories and celebrated with a little bit of mum afterwards, because, you know, bubbles don't hurt in Women's Month. So yeah, we really enjoyed that from that perspective. And on Wednesday, we celebrated women in sport. We hosted a masterclass where we taught women in sport how to commercialize their brands from a personal perspective in social media.
Sure.
And that was very close to our hearts, because last year we ran a round table with South African national cricketers, netball players, as well as soccer stars, and asked them what do they want from us to really take them to the next level. And it was really about their personal branding. So that was so empowering for us to take them on that journey.
Do you see what I mean by how you guys are just empowering women to just step into their purpose and also step into, I guess, their power?
Absolutely.
It's incredible. And especially with, you know, how sports is it's such a terrible thing that it is not commercialized as much as it should be. And thank you guys for standing in that gap and allowing the ladies to actually take back their power as well.
Absolutely. And I think when we, as we always say, we're supporting golf, you know, for getting those deals done on the course and off, cycling, as well as running with Run Your City coming up on the 24th of September. Are you ready?
I'm ready, girl.
For everyone to come in and strut their stuff.
Yes.
And I think what we also loved about it is that I think if we look at the Olympics, and we looked how women showed up with their hair and their nails, we can still be feminine in sport.
Come on.
And it doesn't matter. You don't only have to be professional, and Absa really wants to show you and unlock that power in you, whether it's in the boardroom or on the fields in your sports favorites.
Beautiful. And Candace, you know things are so hectic this morning. I want us to get to one of my favorite things is you guys and what you're doing with entrepreneurship with women. So yes, we covered the sports and even the arts. What's happening with entrepreneurship?
You know, entrepreneurship is so close to my heart. And at the core of Absa, it's really about investing in SMEs in entrepreneurship. We've got the She Thrives initiatives, which is seminars that we're hosting across the country and also online. She Next with Visa, which is an entrepreneurship competition. And something that I'm really excited about is we've also supporting women in tech with this weekend supporting girl coding with a hackathon. So please follow the ladies. We've impacted 80,000 young girls within the coding environment. So we're doing the things across every single industry.
That's the thing. I was going to say, you guys are everywhere.
Everywhere.
And doing it so beautifully because you're making the impact. It's not like you're just showing up and saying, hi, we're Absa. You're actually doing the work.
No, we are. You know, we're not just a bank. We're really your mentor. We're your partner through your journey in your life. And for women, it's not just for August. We are doing this 12 months here, and we're on a journey to really step change women in business, women in sport, and really being able to empower women in whatever they want to do, because our campaign is always in my story. And we want women to complete the word, in my story, I challenge. In my story, I inspire. In my story, I own it. So we really want to continue that, so women take it back and own it.
Love it. Candace, thank you to you and your team for everything that you've done. It is so beautiful. Like I say, when corporates also stand up and say, you know what, we're not just going to talk the talk, we're going to walk the walk, and we're going to make the impact and make the difference. And you guys are doing exactly that. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, Anela. And we just want to continue to write stories because we know really for our guests and our consumers and our colleagues and everybody in our communities, their story matters because your story matters.
So does yours, Candace. Oh my goodness. Expresso family, your story matters. And Absa does not miss a chance to tell you exactly that. It is always so lovely to see how Absa stands in the gap, but also uplifts and allows everyone to truly feel inspired. And particularly in Women's Month, they did so beautifully in so many different ways. And of course, to learn more about it, you can also always head over to absa.co.za.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Right about now, my friend, this is where we get to celebrate yet another incredible human being. This guy gives me goosebumps. I love him so much because from the beginning of his career, he gave us hit after hit. And now, my love, we get to celebrate him not just as Male Artist of the Year, but also giving us the best music videos. He is the king of visuals and more than anything else, he is the king of vocals. Everybody, let's welcome to the show, Amos!
Uncle!
How are you?
I'm great, I'm great. And I love you too.
I love you so much. Oh my goodness. Amos.
Yeah.
You've been having an incredible year.
Right?
It's the kind of year that artists dream of. But Masiya Qalen's Thandwa Sam, because it all started with choirs, with church. When did the singing begin for you?
I started back in high school.
Yeah.
And church choirs, school choirs,
Yeah.
been building and building. It's been a journey.
It has.
I must say, hey.
But how old were you when you actually decided, you know what, I can sing?
Yeah, I don't even remember. It's donkey years, eh?
Really? Does it just feel like you've been singing your whole life?
I've been, bro. I feel like I've been doing the same thing over and over, and now it's paying off. I mean, look at me now.
Honey,
Expresso, baby.
An absolute superstar. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about this because I feel like you always choose very carefully about the people that you decide to collaborate with. So you gave us 10K just like a few weeks ago with Shasha and Something Soweto.
Yeah.
Why did you choose them?
I guess the energy was right, and I felt like, we did Mqimbini and we needed to come back with another banger, and we did justice to it, 10K. People love it.
It's amazing.
Right? I
My
love
babes.
it too.
Oh my goodness. Please can I tell you know that because I DJ, right?
Oh yeah?
Every piano set I do, I always start with Mqimbini.
For real?
Because it's Mqimbini kaloku.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I appreciate it, man.
No, we appreciate you. And especially with you giving us Impilo, your album. Talk to us about it.
Yo, Impilo, and a song Impilo hlukile, differently, and that's my story, Impilo, in the album.
Yeah.
It's a journey of my music, my relationships,
Yeah.
my belief system, yonkinto all at once, and I hope it really inspires young people and aspiring artists to Impilo asifani sonke, but it's not a race, it's a marathon, is it?
Come, it is. It is, my love, 100%. But Amos, this I love about you is how everything is so well thought out. So let's talk about the 9th of September, this huge launch that you are having. What's going down at Emperor's Palace?
9th of November.
9th November, forgive me.
Emperor's Palace. It's the
Yes.
biggest event you've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah. It's my album launch, Emperor's Palace.
Yes.
Please be there. You're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. The lineup is crazy. The experience, the energy.
Yeah.
Born.
You see, this is the thing. I wanted it to be now, 9 September, but only 9 November.
No, now we're still celebrating the album. The album is out.
Yes.
It's out. People are loving it. Thank you, guys. I hope everyone is receiving it well. And Impilo.
I can tell you, I received it very well at the listening session. I didn't want to go home because, look, there's just so much about it. I mean, I feel like it's so multifaceted. But speak to me about this because I feel like your sound changed a little bit, right?
A little.
Because in the beginning, it was very, soulful and everything, which it still is. But, there's a little bit of something extra now. Yes.
I mean, we towards the end of the year, and, we're trying to dance, we're trying to dance. We don't want to be too emotional.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's all strategic, With festive season, people want to dance. Everyone wants to be up on their feet and have great time. So that's exactly what we are going to do.
I love it. Oh, okay, Minister of Good Times and Minister of Groove. I have to ask you, which song is your favorite off of him?
Sanbonani.
Oh.
Sanbonani.
Oh, Joel. And that's what we're hearing today.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so listen. Amazing Expresso family, this man right here, he's about to perform and it's going to be incredible. But this is the thing, before we get to it, we want to tell you how you can be a winner, on top of how you're already winning with Amos being here. Cape Town, tell us a little bit about it, my love.
All right, well, there have been a lot of winners. Yes, we are winners every day, and we feel like that right now, but you guys could feel it on a whole nother level. So let's paint the picture. Since Atuba became the official operator of the National Lottery back in 2015, the National Lottery has obviously kept on creating winners with over 29 billion rand paid out up to date.
That's a lot of money.
That's insane.
Well, play Powerball and Powerball Plus so you can also get your stake in some of this money. I'm talking about 88 million rand in total estimated jackpots today, this Friday. Get your weekend kick started on the best note.
So you got to get your tickets to it however you can. Go in-store, online, to National Lottery. You can go onto the mobile app. You can also purchase through your cell phone banking app. Or, as always, you can just dial *120 *7529# and follow the prompts.
Of course. Now, these details are on our Expresso social media pages. Don't worry, we got you. Go and check them out and Panda Pusha play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 88 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. You got to do it on this Friday afternoon.
I hope you win it. I hope you win it. No, I hope I win it. Come on. All right, all we need is now officially for the weekend to start, my sister, please.
Honey, Salifili Klesa lo Jiva. You heard the Minister of Groove that December's almost here, which means we're already within the vibes. Everybody, please give it up for none other than Amos off of his brand new album, Impilo. It's called Sanbonani. Come on!
Balulekile sibonga impilo esipreyona amalanga 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 malanga malanga ubalulekile sibonga impilo esipreyona amalanga amalanga malanga Sanbonani lochani, dumelana vusheni, molweni vuseni, sivukile. Sanbonani lochani, dumelana vusheni, molweni vuseni, sivukile. Sanbonani lochani, dumelana vusheni, molweni vuseni, sivukile. Sanbonani lochani, dumelana vusheni. Olwele kuseni sivukile elakuzaza silazi isibatheleni sibonge impilo sibonge impilo elakuzaza silazi isibatheleni na sibonge impilo sibonge impilo sanbonani lochani dumelana kusheni olwele kuseni sivukile Sanbonani lochani, dumelana vusheni, molweni vuseni, sivukile. Sanbonani lochani, dumelana vusheni, molweni vuseni, sivukile. Sanbonani lochani, dumelana vusheni, molweni vuseni, sivukile. Ukuphuma kwelanga izinhlumu ezayizolo amathuba amasha amasango empumelelo umphefumulo mosadibene nenyana mayisakhona impilo kushuthi sisengazama Asbongi, 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 asbongi. sivukile sanibonani lotshani dumelana usheni molweni ekuseni sivukile.
His name is Amos, everybody. And oh my goodness, I absolutely love him. Remember, Impilo, his brand new album, it is out. And we indeed are so glad we get to celebrate with him. Oh, Cape Town, how amazing was this amazing man over here? Huh? How incredible.
Oh my goodness. All I'm saying, Graham, those moves, I saw you try to...
Hey, when the music fits, you've got to do it. Amos, congratulations, brother, on everything that is coming to you this year. It is amazing that you've only just gotten started. Thank you for blessing us, my brother. Enjoy your weekend, my sister. We love you, girl. Have an amazing weekend. All of you guys at home, enjoy the box tomorrow if you're there or on TV. We'll see you on Monday. Love you. Bye-bye.
Another feel-good production.
Experience the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation, fresh new look.